spiritual guidance. Here live to do an all signs reading to look at your love and money for the week of July 5th through July 12th, 2026. Keep in mind that time is fluid in tarot. So these messages could resonate for your past, present, or future. Also, in these readings, the roles could be reversed. So please only take the messages that are for you and leave the rest. This is an all signs reading, meaning we will be going from Aries all the way to Pisces. So sit back, enjoy the video, and be sure you check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign of your natal chart placement as we navigate through today's reading. Keep in mind, though, that as you watch this video, I always got to throw this out there that it is a collective reading. And in collective reading, sometimes it just doesn't really resonate with us. Sometimes it does. And also timelines. Some of the messages that I'm going to be sharing with you in today's video, maybe something have already experienced or will be experiencing this week right on the money or later on down the line. If you don't know what your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign of your natal chart actually is, there is a link in the description box below for you to check it out. All you got to do is click on that link, and then it's going to take you to a website where you can put in your date of birth, place of birth, and it'll give you a complete natal chart for absolutely free. Absolutely free. And for those of you that are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for coming and joining us on this reading. You are in for a real treat because, unlike a lot of other tarot readers, we're all about spiritual community here. And so, if you haven't noticed by now, which you will probably notice in a few minutes, if you're watching live, I'm going to give you guys shout outs throughout the reading. Say hey to you, read your messages, interact with you live. And if you're not watching live, leave a comment down below because I reply back to every single comment. Thank you guys for coming. Big shout out to those here live. Let's see, who do we have here? We got Mama Lisa, who is our amazing mod, reminding everyone that don't forget to share, like, subscribe to the video. Also, hit that notification bell. I do go often, just about every single day, sometimes multiple times a day. And you don't want to miss those opportunities to interact with me live. So make sure you guys do it. We have our beautiful Soul Tribe members trickling on in. Miss Keisha, hey girl. She said her notification came through. Yes, I'm so glad. Frankie's here as well. Hey, Frankie. Hola. Yeah. And we also have other beautiful souls here. How y'all doing? We got Scorpio Chiffon, T Mrs. We have Golden Lauren, Phoenix Rising from the Ashes. Good to see you, Phoenix. La Unique. Hello, hello. Bria. Hello, Bria. Lori Ann says, hello, Mika. So excited to finally catch you live. I'm so glad you're here, Lori Ann. Thank you so much for coming. Baylo, hey, hey. Good to see you. Good to see you. Y'all, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I was in a nice deep slumber before I came on to this live, and that alarm went off. Have y'all ever had that happen when you guys are taking a nice, good old 40-year-old plus nap and that alarm hits and you like, oh God, do I really want to move? And your girl couldn't move. I was just laying there contemplating how much time I have to just lay right there. Yeah, that 40 plus nap, Keisha. Keisha said, not the 40 plus nap, girl. Yes. You just be laying there like, ooh, them good old midday naps be the truth. Just, yeah. Especially the ones where you watching a good old program. You know, when you be watching your programs on the couch and you lean on back Done had your good old meal and you just and you be out. And then you wake up like, oh, especially when you got things to do. Especially when you have things to do. You start panicking. You really start panicking. And so, thank goodness, like I say, before I come and do my readings with you all just about every single day, um, I do my day job, I teach, I make sure that, I handle my business, make sure my son is settled, and then I usually take me a nice little snooze, man, a nice little nap, set my alarm, and then I'm coming on to connect with all of you fine people. But today has been a very busy day. I've had several personal readings to do. I had 3 video calls to do today with clients and a few recordings to do. So it's like I'm running on fumes, but I know today is Sunday and I know you guys want to know what you have in store for this week. So we're going to get through the reading today. We're going to get through the reading today so that way you guys can get all the tea on what you can expect. But before we do that, what signs do we have watching live? Y'all, drop your signs. Do we have any Aries here? Any Aries? Any Tauruses? Any Geminis? Any Cancers? Any Leos? Any mighty, mighty Leos? What about those Virgos? Libra? Scorpios? Saggy Waggies? Where those Sagittarius is at? Fire ponies? Capricorns? Aqua gang. Are you in this thing, thing, thing? We got to do something weird, us Aquarius is. And Pisces. As y'all know, I'm an Aquarius for they don't know. Yeah, your girl is an Aquarius sun, Aries moon, Aquarius Venus. Got a lot of Aquarius in my chart. So I'm very weird. And I have Scorpio in my rising sign. So yeah, your girl is very layered, very mysterious. And like I say, I feel like I got the nook if you book placement. Mm, I got the nook if you buck, but very mysterious. People wouldn't know. It's like, but Mika, you look so sweet. Yeah, I am. Until dun dun dun. No, I really am a good person and sweet. I really am, but I don't play. And I remember growing up, and I told you guys about this all the time, like how much when I was much younger, I used to get in fights a lot. That's at Aries moon. And somebody would mess with my friends, mess with me. I don't do a lot of talking. I just do a lot of walking. Yeah, and I drag their ass across the concrete and let them know I'm not the one, two, three, four, or five. So I ended up going to a lot of different schools. But the thing is, I'm an Aquarius, so I was very smart, honor roll student, very intellectual, very smart. Even to this day, I have multiple degrees. Very fascinating, a lot of layers. Very, very smart. However, I want to catch these hands. I want to catch these hands because I was ready until I realized the older I get and the more ignorant I get, the more serious the consequences can get if I actually like really hurt somebody. So I probably need to stop fighting. And I just said, I just need to stop fighting. That's probably not the way. It's probably not the way. But all the Aries, how many Aries here? And y'all Aries, y'all know it just feels so good to just drag a hoe. Don't it feel good to just lay them down, man? When somebody just really try you, it feels so good to just let them know. And that's just not the way. Aries, not the way. Is not the way. And it feels so good, especially when they deserve it. when they don't see it coming and they be talking all that noise and you just like, that's why I would hit them with the plan of attack. Y'all look at your phone. Look at your phone. Y'all looking at your phone? This would be me. They'll be talking. And I'll be like, dragging them hoes. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me get my life together. But I'm too cute to go to jail. So I changed my life. I was like, if I end up going to jail, I know somebody gonna make me they hoe because I'm too cute. So I can't do that. Just say no. Just walk away. But then that Scorpio rising side told me, plot twist. Got you. I got you. There's other ways. And then that Aquarius side says, hmm. What is the darkest, mentally mind bending way to get this hoe? Just say no, y'all. It's very toxic. Just don't do it. But Aquarius, how many Aquariuses we got here? Aquariuses be like, mm-hmm, yeah, yeah. Oh, you're so funny, yeah. The whole time they're like, yeah, ho, yeah. You playing games. You don't even know that I'm about to get your ass about 4, 5 months from now. You don't even know. You done got me effed up. You don't know I'm the one. I'm the real one. But Imma just smile right now and look so cute and play innocent. But ho, you gonna find out. You gonna find out in a few months. And then this is where people get mad at Aquarius. But they shouldn't have tried you. I don't know how we got on this topic, y'all. It creeps up. Aquarius, it creeps up, man. It creeps up. Listen. People were really underestimating Aquarius. They underestimate a Scorpio because it's strategy. It's strategy, baby. And it's like, wow, I didn't see that coming. Y'all must have missed my reading that I did earlier today. How many of y'all saw the reading that I did earlier today, the collective reading? If you saw the reading I did earlier today, that is stuff like that where they try to say, "Oh, y'all snake. How dare you flip on me? How dare you switch up on me?" But the whole time you were already planning your exit. So the joke is on them. That's the vibe of the Aquarius and the Scorpios right there. You played yourself. You played yourself. Always planning, always thinking. But if you do right by these people, you good. You golden. I think I had a Scorpio client earlier. And one thing about Scorpios is you guys are very deep, very deep. When it comes to the water signs, I feel like Scorpios are the ones that love hardest. When you find something that you love very deeply, you're going to give it your all. So that's why the betrayal hurts so bad if someone does you wrong, Scorpio, and then they paint you out to be the bad guy. No, they did you wrong. They did you wrong. So yeah, I will have a link to the collective read I did earlier today. I thought it was good. I played it back and I'm like, dang, that was a good read. I did really good on that one. I really enjoyed hearing that back. It was a pretty detailed one, but I think with Mercury retrograde amongst us at this time, a lot of our energy and vibration could be feeling off. And so if you do feel like your energy is a little off, we definitely are in retrograde. And I know for me, um, I'm just exhausted. Just be honest. My energy is anytime I feel like a shift in the ethers or the energy is very thick and heavy, I get very, very exhausted. I'm just like, yeah. So, like I said, I was sleeping good, took my good nap. You know, that good nap where you just be drooling. I was sleeping good, and then I was like, "Oh god, I had to get up and do this all signs read." So excuse me, y'all, if I had to take little sips of water in between. Your girl's struggling tonight. Allison said that reading was so funny. It was funny. It had me cracking up. You snake. Kim said she's been emotional lately. Yeah, it's just depending on how sensitive you are to energy and just sensitive in general. You can feel things on a deeper level, you know. And so yeah. So anywho, we're gonna go ahead and get started with the reading. Somebody that was just new to the channel today. They were like, "Well, what can I expect on this channel?" Well, we do tarot. We do deep conversations about life, transformation, uplifting our energy, getting our vibration to the next level because it's rough out here, man. It's rough out here in these single streets. So, my goal always on this channel is to get you guys where you guys need to go. All right, y'all. Here we go. Let's start with Aries. Thank you, Kim. Kim says you look so beautiful. Thank you, girl. I don't feel beautiful right now. I feel exhausted, my head, even my stomach. I just not feeling my best. Feel off. The energy is like blood. But we gonna keep it rolling. I will have everything time stamped. Okay. Like Mama Lisa said, we will have everything available to you in order from Aries all the way to Pisces. So if you happen to miss any of the signs, just make sure that you come back to the video. We will have everything timestamped for you as in the pinned comment in the description box below. All right, here we go, Aries. We're going to start off with love and then we'll look at money. Because I'm not feeling too well today, guys, we're going to kind of fly through tonight's reading. So, again, my apologies, but my energy is it's thrown off, to be honest. So, it's probably not going to be the most detailed reading tonight, but I'm going to try my best. So, thank you guys for your patience with me tonight. Okay. Here we go. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aries. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, love life for the week of July 5th through July 12th, 2026. We have justice, the ace of wands, the ace of cups. Underneath the deck, we have the death in reverse, the three of swords, and the 10 of swords in the reverse. So you have someone who wants to give you a solid, fair, beautiful, loving offer. This is not no kitty offer. This is a good one, okay? And I think you're excited about it. I think you feel very, very intrigued, very turned on. And whoever this person is, they're not playing about you. Okay. They're not playing about you. Some of you guys may have already met this person or you'll meet them very, very soon. This person may have a lot of air in their chart, or you can have some air in your chart. That's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I'm also getting Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, air, water sign and fire sign energy, which is Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. It doesn't matter the sign really, it's just energy. But more than anything, this person's feeling a lot of passion and this person is feeling a lot of emotion. But I will say they are a bit of an overthinker. So can be someone that wants to move very, very slow, but it's because they're being very intentional. You have a lot to think about as well, Aries. You're telling me that you just really demand a lot of respect. And so you're going to need a little time to process this new energy. It's very hard for you to drop your guard because many of you may have experienced a very rough cycle before meeting this one. And I'll tell you, it's going to be refreshing. It's not going to be forced. It's not going to be hard. It's going to be very, very exciting. It really is. And I think the only concern is you just want to be treated fairly. So if this is your story, just know that they are trying to make sure that you understand that it's not because they're uninterested, it's because they just want to make sure they're being treated fairly as well. So, what is this new person's intentions? Six of Cups. So, this is someone who really wants to bring a lot of excitement and fun. They want to really establish a lot of good memories with you. They want to, create something that feels like family, something long term. When they meet you and you meet them, it's gonna just be easy. I keep getting that it's gonna be easy. You're gonna feel like you really know this person or like you guys have met in some type of past life, because it's not one of those relationships that just feels forced. It's gonna be so easy, but it's gonna confuse you though, because you're like, well, where did this person come from? Let's just say it's a gift from the universe. Let's just say that. Natalie says, yeah, Aries Sun here, Mika. Just started hanging out with the Libra sun. I think we are both overly cautious. LOL. I agree. Both of you guys are. And that's the energy. So good luck. Aries, if this is your story, I think it's a great start to something amazing. Let's look at money now. Spirit, what can Aries expect in their money and career the week of July 5th through July 12th? 10 of Cups and the Hangman in the reverse. You're going to feel good. You're going to feel satisfied. You're going to feel like things are going pretty well, but it is a lot of responsibility or a lot of things you have to get done. So things are on the right track. You may not necessarily hit all your goals this week, but you're on the right track and you're going to be satisfied with how things are just flowing. If some of you guys are considering saving, investing, or building your money, is going to, again, go on the right path. So you have nothing to worry about with love or career or money. Aries, this week is looking amazing. Congratulations, Aries. Best read of the night. Let's keep this momentum going, right? Man, great energy. Taurus is next. Do we have any Tauruses here? Taurus, Taurus. Huncho is here. Hey, Huncho, how you doing? Good to see you. Adrian, hello. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Taurus. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What can Taurus expect in their love life for the week of July 5th through July 12th, 2026? We have the Ace of Cups in the reverse, the Page of Cups, the Seven, excuse me, of Cups. Underneath the deck, we have the Six of Wands in the reverse, Justice, and the Three of Wands. You may be flirting with someone new, but unfortunately, it feels like this flirtatious attraction is not mutual. Whoever this person is, they definitely are keeping their options open. And I feel like this is someone who is not ready to bring their feelings or their emotions to the surface quite yet, because this is someone that's trying to get over something from their past. So, to avoid any kind of issues or anything that'll trigger them, this is someone who's going to just kind of set back and just kind of like go with the flow. That's what their energy feels like, go with the flow, but not set their expectations very high. I wouldn't be surprised if this person kind of like is 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You may get a very fickle vibe or energy from this person. And it has a lot to do with they're looking for someone who's going to be very generous and supportive. Be careful of moochers or opportunists. Also, be careful of people that may be taking advantage of you, Taurus, this week. I'm pleased to say your energy is moving with a lot of caution. And that's important. I think moving in caution is going to serve you well because it doesn't look like this is someone that's really ready for, like I say, anything serious. And I think what you find out eventually is that you misjudge the situation. You may find out that this person is some kind of player or someone that's inconsistent. Eventually, you find this out, and maybe during this week when you interact with them or later on, and you're going to kind of hate that. But if you're watching this reading, you're here for a reason. It's serving as a good warning message for you. This person could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. I'm also getting Taurus and Gemini. What is this person's intentions with Taurus? Like I said, Queen of Pentacles, Six of Swords in reverse. So, yeah, this is someone that doesn't really want anybody other than someone who can be very giving. And it's because this person is struggling. This may be someone who has a lot of debts, a lot of things going on in their financial space where they need some help. So, again, an opportunist, someone that wants to come up. All right, something about that. So, be careful. All right, let's look at your money now. Now, let me know if it resonates, Taurus. Some of you guys may have already figured this person out. What can Taurus expect this week in their money for July 5th through July 12th, 2026? We have the Seven of Swords in reverse, the moon. What is this moon energy, spirit? The lovers. I think a lot of you Aries are in the process of trying to make some changes in your maybe your career, your goals, things that you're trying to accomplish for yourself because you're not satisfied with where what you're currently doing. And so this is kind of a reminder to continue to, focus on that. Don't sell yourself short on where you are if you're not liking it. Yeah, with the high priestess, I think there's something about your intuition telling you to kind of continue to move forward with making those changes. Yeah, you may not feel like you're getting paid what you deserve with the 10 of pentacles and the ace of pentacles in reverse. And that may be true. So, be open to other avenues, other careers, or other options. All right. That's what I have for you, Taurus. Again, Taurus, you're also quiet in the chat. Let me know if it resonates. We have Gemini's next. Do we have any Geminis here? I tell y'all, I get to the Taurus read, and Taurus will be like, I'm here. And then I'm like, okay, let me know if it resonates. Y'all barely say anything. I'm like, come on now, Taurus. I need to know. Hello. Hello. My Geminis will talk to me. Lisa's here. Hey. Mommy's here. Hey. Let's do it, Geminis. As Mama Lisa said, y'all don't forget to like the video, subscribe, leave comments, interact in the chat, y'all. We're here live. You guys are here live. So let me know what's up. What's up? What y'all doing today? Y'all so quiet. Are y'all there? Hello, hello. Anybody there? Hey, Tracy. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Gemini. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What can Gemini expect in their love life for the week of July 5th through July 12th, 2026? We have the Four of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the High Priestess, we have the Four of Wands in the reverse, we have the Empress in the reverse. So this is someone that's really trying to like decide what they want to do with this relationship. May be also thinking about somebody else. So right now they're not really in a commitment type of energy. So if you're okay with it for this week, they're like, let's just go with the flow. I don't I don't necessarily want to take things to a serious level yet, but I am very interested. They are interested. I think this is someone who likes a lot of attention. They like the benefits of being connected to others. The fact that you guys get to hang out, get to talk, get to date, get to know each other. But when it comes to you, Gemini, you're looking for love. I can tell a lot of you Geminis are very much in the lovey-dovey space and energy, but you're being very smart, just like those air signs usually are. You're not going to give so much here because you need to kind of see what's going on with this person. Something's telling you that something's off, and you're right. So until they can give you more, I can tell that you're walking on eggshells. So let me tell you what their intentions are for sure. If this person were to be completely honest with Gemini, what would be their true intentions when it comes to this relationship in the future? Six of Swords and the Five of Cups with the Three of Swords. Unfortunately, this is someone I think ultimately who's going to chicken out. You know, the type of people who think they want love, but then they realize, I'm not really ready for that level of commitment. I really do like Gemini. I think a Gemini is amazing. But with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like this is someone who just like misses out on great opportunities because they self sabotage relationships out of fear. So you're being very wise, Gemini, by holding off on this, not giving this person more than what they deserve. Yeah. And it's really a selfish issue going on here. This person really likes, like I said, the benefits, but they don't think about how that affects you or how you feel if you're not getting the fulfillment that you deserve. So I would be careful. Yeah, they're not very hopeful. They're not very optimistic. This one here. So be careful. They could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. They can also be a Gemini, another air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. All right. A lot of different shifts. Yeah. Lisa says, "You know what, Mika, you're right. Sounds about right." And it's very sad. It is sad. It is sad that people do this to themselves. Like they may really like you, but it's just sad that they just self-sabotage something amazing. Lisa says that her person was a Pisces. Yep. Her person was really into her, but it was like, oh, do I really want to get involved that deep? I don't know. All right, I guess. Missing out on great opportunities. Let's look at money now. Let's look at the money, Gemini. So, what about Gemini's money and career for the week of July 5th through July 12th, 2026? What can Geminis expect? Don says, "You're right, Mika. It was all about him. Yeah. All about what I need." So, your money and career for this week, you may feel like your finances is in a bit of a crisis because you have a lot of different things that you have to handle this week financially. This can be bills, responsibility, things that just come up that you just have to take care of. And unfortunately, it's going to feel overwhelming, but it'll eventually come to an end. You'll get it handled, Gemini. It's just kind of like one of those setbacks. Also, be careful with your spending for some of you. Yeah, because to get your money or get yourself where you need to be with the temperance card, it's just going to take a little time. So I think there has to be a lot more intentional spending, budgeting, saving, things like that. Yeah, just a lot of different things you have to do this week financially. And you hate that you have to play this waiting game, but that's just the nature of the beast here. All right. That's your reading, Gemini. Let me know if it resonates. We got cancers next. Cancer, cancer. Thank you all so much for coming to the live once again. I do offer personal readings at my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com. So if any of you guys are interested in me connecting with you in an intimate personal reading session, please visit my website and book your session there. There are no mini reads on this live today. But if you would like a reading, that's where you would go. I just dropped the link in the live chat for you all. Also, you can find that same link on all of my videos in the description box. Also, happy Cancer season to all the Cancers out there. It's a very special time and it's a very special week for me because my son's birthday is July 7th, 7/7, and my mom's birthday is July 8th. Can you imagine them being one day apart? So happy Cancer season to all the Cancers out there. You're welcome, Lisa. You're very welcome. Yeah, my mom, we were talking the other day and she said, if you would have just held that baby in just a little bit longer, me and my grandson could have had the same birthday. I said, well, I couldn't help it. They induced my labor. So there you go. My son will be turning 17, my one and only. I only have one child, no children, one and only. I learned my lesson. One and done, y'all. One and done. And he'll be a senior this year. I'm so proud of him. He's very smart. He scored 28 on the ACT, so he should have no problem getting full rides to college, which makes mama very, very proud, especially since I'm an educator. It's like, listen, I need you to, go back and keep taking that ACT until we can get a full ride. So very proud of him. Can't believe he's about to be an adult. Boy, oh boy. Makes you feel old, you know. Here we go, Cancer. Thank you. Thank you so much, mommy. Thank you for the love. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What can Cancers expect in their love life? July 5th through July 12th, 2026. All right. We have the Four of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Star. Underneath the deck, we have the Four of Wands in reverse, the Two of Cups, and the Tower. This is definitely someone who has you heavily on their mind. You're all they think about, Cancer. And I would say it's fair to just let you know that, they know that you have a lot of love for them, that your love is authentic and genuine. You showing up as the Queen of Cups, that's a lot of love. So that tells me there's a lot of history you and this person have. This definitely doesn't feel like someone new. This feels like someone from your past showing up in your reading this week. But I'll check and see if new love's coming in just a second, so you don't have to click off yet. But this is someone who's thinking about how they can heal things with you. Okay. They're also thinking about what didn't work with a third party. For some of you, this person could be married or they can have someone on the side. I'm getting two feminine energies here, no matter the gender, male or female. And that could have led to the demise of the relationship, that this person just couldn't choose one. So they agree. This breakup, this separation, this relationship not working out was destined. They feel like you leaving them was fair. They just were not being a good partner. But putting you in a third party situation, 3 of Cups with the King of Cups in reverse, it just didn't work out. It's not aligned to what they feel like is true love. So With this match of the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups in reverse, even though you may feel very drawn to them, they were very emotionally unavailable. And that hurt. I think that hurt you a lot because you were someone who showed up with a lot of love. And this is someone who suppressed their feelings and just kind of treated this thing very superficially. If you're watching this reading, Cancer, and you resonate with this story, you would probably say, you know, you're right, Mika. I still have feelings for them, but I really feel like I have to protect myself from this player. You know, I feel like this is something that is not benefiting me. And I'm choosing consciously to not communicate, pursue, entertain this to protect my heart. And I think that's a great choice, Cancer. What is this person's intentions with Cancer moving forward, Spirit? Ten of Cups in reverse and Two of Pentacles in reverse. You know, they're going to tell you that they drop the other option if they do reach out and communicate with you. But the truth is, that's not totally the truth. This is someone who will let go of this person for now to try to get you back, but at the same time, still keep this other person in the background as an insurance policy because they always think about going back to whatever opportunities present themselves. It just doesn't serve you well in the long run. And if this is your story, you may have found that, yeah, this is how they do. This is what they do. They go in between people, they treat me as an option. Like they're just hurting me and they don't change. So be careful. We're in Mercury retrograde. A lot of exes are popping up. They're being drawn to you, things like that. And this is what this reading's about for you, Cancer, unfortunately. But let's see if there's anybody else coming towards you this week. Any new love coming towards Cancer for the week of July 5th through July 12th. We have the moon in the reverse and the Four of Wands in reverse. If there is, a lot of you Cancers may not be ready for another experience quite yet because you're scared of the relationship not working out. A lot of fear, a lot of boundaries. So I feel like this week you're still kind of very guarded. So you're thinking a lot about this past person. I think this past person is going to throw you off. And that's why Spirit is having this message come out to kind of warn you, Cancers, that what this person's, motives and intentions are, this past person is not as pure as they may make it seem. Let me know if it resonates. They could be a Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. We have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and I have Aries. All right, let's look at money and career for this week. What can Cancers expect in their money and career for the week of July 5th through July 12th, 2026? Four of Cups, Strength in reverse, Ace of Swords. You're really thinking about what your next moves are going to be. You know, um, you probably know there needs to be some changes with how you're showing up financially or showing up with your job or career. But at the same time, a lot of you guys are really struggling with acceptance. It's uncomfortable to switch up, right? Like, say if you're struggling financially, a lot of you guys like, I know I need to do something about my money, but I just don't feel like it. I don't feel like getting on a budget and all of that stuff. Or if you're currently working for someone you probably know, you probably need to leave that job. But it's familiar. I don't really feel like leaving that job. So you're just kind of like, just sitting under a tree, do 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 do, like whatever. But you're not tapping into your full potential. And that's what spirit is saying. Be careful. It's like you're blocking your blessings because great opportunities are in store for you if you're willing to have the confidence and courage to step out of your comfort zone. So don't be scared. Don't be scared. All right. That's what I have. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. All right. Let me know if it resonates, Cancers. Hey, Divine Earth Angel, how you doing? All right, we're gonna do Leos next. Again, my apologies tonight, y'all. My energy is fried. I've done 3 video calls today. I've done a few pre-recorded readings, plus did their live, and then I'm not feeling my best. So sorry if my energy and my vibe is a little off today. Just not feeling it. Not feeling it. You're welcome. Hey, Ashley. All right, Leos. We have any Leos here? Where the Leos at? What's up with y'all tonight? Everybody is so quiet. What's up with that? All right. Danielle's here. Oh, Divine Earth Angel, so sweet. He says, God give Mika the energy. This I pray. If it's your will, let it be done. Amen. Thank you. I appreciate that. I need some energy, y'all. Y'all got to remember, I'm still also recovering from surgery. For those that don't know, I had surgery on June 1st. And so sometimes I feel like I'm biting off more than I can chew, and I have to remember to sit my rump down and rest. But for those that know me, I work a lot. I have multiple streams of income, different types of things I do. So I'm used to staying busy. I'm used to always moving, staying occupied. Um, but having the surgery is kind of therapeutic for me in a way because it's given me an opportunity to just be still, and I can only be still so long, and I gotta move. I gotta find something to do. So this is my great outlet to not have to just lay in the bed or sit on the couch and watch trashy reality shows because I love trashy reality shows. Um, or listening to podcasts while I'm laying in the bed, dozing off in and out of consciousness. But I do work a lot. I do. For those that don't know, I'm a high school teacher off for the summer. I also work for a local university with teachers across the state, training them on a special certification. I also do this channel. I create the content for this channel. And then behind the scenes, I do the personal readings. And with the university job where I mentor people and work with teachers across the state, I'm doing webinars, trainings, um, supporting them. So literally, I am doing a lot of things. Plus, of course, being a teacher. So, you know what that means lesson plans, grading, teenager personalities, parent personalities, my principal, other staff I work with every single day. So, I interact with a lot of people. And when I come home to decompress, I literally have to sit down and just sit in the room and just turn off all the lights, put my pajamas on, and just lay there, contemplate what is going to be the next move. That's that Aquarius side. What's going to be the next move? Okay, let's see. okay, I did this, I did that. So what's next on my priority list? And so people don't, some people respect my hustle and they understand it. Others get on here and don't realize how much I grind and hustle. And I really do. But I've always been that way. Ever since I was 16, I worked. And then when I went to college, ever since I went to college, I ended up working 3 jobs. And ever since then, I've always been doing multiple things, whether it be getting multiple, having different jobs or working on my multiple degrees that I've earned. Like your girl is ridiculous with it. My friends tell me all the time, "Girl, what's wrong with you? When are you gonna get some sleep?" Even Kim, my mom, she's like, "It reminded me, Mika, did you get your sleep?" I'm like, "Girl, what is that? I don't even know what that is." My sleep schedule was ridiculous. That's that Scorpio side of me, that Scorpio rising. I sleep when I can. I sleep when I can. Yeah, there go Kim. She says, "You are a multitasker." I am. I like literally. Literally, like, there'll be times when I'm on the live and I'm getting emails, literally getting emails from clients. Like, right now, I just got an order. I just got an order that came through. So, y'all can imagine what my reality looks like. Someone said, "You need to get a vacation. You need a vacation." You know, that's one thing I love to do. I love to, go on vacations and spend time with my son, spend time with my friends. But the reality of it, when you're, I will call it like a workaholic, all my earth signs, they understand the grind. They respect the grind and the hustle. But when you work like this, you're not really thinking about a break. You're really just thinking about getting the job done. And I do take time for myself though. I do. I've even taken y'all on trips with me. I've been on a couple of cruises while. And even look, even on the cruises, I took y'all with me, and I'll be up in the on the cruise doing mini reads, y'all. I'll be on the cruise doing mini reads with people on the dang cruise, y'all. And I ended up meeting one of my Soul Tribe members. He's now a Soul Tribe member on a cruise. And it was funny because we bumped into each other on the ship and we were just talking. And we ended up just talking about spirituality and things. And, he couldn't believe that I was a tarot reader, and I was like, "Well, I would love to do a reading for you." And, he was like, "Okay." And he was like, "Why don't you come to my cabin and do a reading for me?" And I'm just thinking, he's probably gonna want more than a reading. But you know me, I'm very classy and really someone who's not gonna, take my profession very seriously. And he respected that. He was a gentleman, and if you're watching, hey. And he was blown away. He was, like, really blown away, but what he didn't know, now this is the gag, y'all. This is the gag. He didn't know that he was my neighbor on the cruise. He didn't realize that when he told me to come to his cabin, my cabin was literally next door to his. And it was so funny because after I left his room, I was like, "I wonder if he even knows that we're right next door to each other." So one day I'm coming from a buffet or one of the activities on the ship, and I bumped into him in the hall and I'm like, "Hey." And he's like, "Hey." And I just go to my door and he's like, "Wait a second, you're next door?" And I say, "Yeah." And he said, "Oh my gosh, it's fate. It's fate." We were meant to meet each other. It was so funny, y'all. It was so funny. And we ended up hanging out the entire cruise. Like, he ended up being like my BFF the entire cruise. And he was very nice and very sweet. And I don't know if you're still watching. But if you still watch, thank you for being my, a real cool friend of mine. And he was just such a gentleman. Like when we got off the boat and we went to Mexico, because it was just me and my son. I was doing a birthday cruise for my son. He was making sure he's like, no, you're not gonna get off of this cruise, by yourself. Low key, I think he liked me, but he was really kind. And then there was some ladies that I met on the cruise. These are older, Caucasian women, and they were like party chicks. And you know me, like y'all don't know, but I'm really reserved and chill. I used to turn up in college, but now that I'm older, I don't really turn up like that. But they were like, they loved my energy, they loved my vibe, and they were like, "Whoa, yeah!" Y'all know those girls, those sorority girls, those party girls. That's how they were. It was so funny, and they were like throwing them back, y'all, throwing them back, like, "Whoa!" So I was like the mother, and they're older than me. They probably like 50 something, and I'm over here 40 taking care of them. And then you got old buddy, old pal trying to he was like our bodyguard. And I'm just like, come on, kiddos, come on. It was fun though. I really enjoyed them so much. And I enjoyed him too. He was so cool. But yeah, I do like to wrap up what I'm saying. I do have fun. I do get out, but shoot, I'm also frugal. So I don't like to spend my money if I don't have to. Like seriously, I don't like to spend my money if I don't have to. And I'm also one of those people that like to invest in things that I'm really into. So if I go on a vacation, I better make sure it's a good value or a good deal. So I'm going to investigate and make sure I get one that's on sale or that it comes with this, comes with that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm really, really that chick. Hold on a sec, y'all. I'm sending an email to a client. But yeah, but yeah, today I'm not feeling good, y'all. I appreciate you. I felt good earlier when I did that other reading, but I just feel a little I don't feel too good. But the show must go on, as they say. A lot of you guys don't even know that I used to be a dancer too. I used to do ballet, tap, jazz, hip hop. Um, I used to do a lot of tap dancing. I also did cheer, and I was really good at cheer. I was so good at cheerleading. I was actually the captain of my cheer squad in two different cheer squads. So I did park and recreations when I was younger, and I was the captain there. And then with my middle school cheer squad, I was the captain there, the cheer captain. And then in high school, I decided to play softball. And I tried out, made JV. I did a little bit of softball when I was younger too. That's one thing about me. And my mom, she kept me very active. So I was always involved in something, very active. And I also did ballroom dancing. A lot of people don't know that, but I know how to do ballroom dancing. I got trained in high school. I took a ballroom dance class in high school. And when I got to college, they have a ballroom dancing club, and I did that as well. Now, the fun part about the ballroom dancing is I did so well with the ballroom dancing because I'm a trained dancer. So when I did the ballroom dancing, the teacher said, "Oh my gosh, you're so good. Why don't you be my assistant for this one period where I have nothing but football players?" So what you guys don't know is a lot of coaches will just really do things where they'll have their athletes really work on their balance. Yeah, they'll have their athletes work on, their balance and stuff. So, whatever it was about that coach, he felt like getting all of his football players, all of the varsity football team to attend this ballroom dance class is going to work on their balance. Because think about it, when you have the ball and you're running, you got to maintain your balance. But it also, it's good exercise. But it's really about balance. That was the core. But because I'm dancing with a class full of guys, the teacher needed an assistant. And so here I am. Y'all know how tall I am. Y'all remember how short I am? How tall am I? Let's see if y'all remember. How tall am I? Y'all remember? How tall am I? I'm gonna see if y'all remember. My real followers, they know how tall I am. Think of a cheerleader, okay? The cheer captain. How tall is the cheer squad captain? 5'8"? No, Bobby, I'm shorter than that. All right. Y'all are no fun. All right, Divine Earth Angel got it. I'm 5'2". I'm 5'2" and a half. I'm a little shorty. I'm a little firecracker. So, and I claim 5'3", so you're right. Cardinal rule. I tell people I'm 5'3", but I'm really 5'2" and a half. Okay. So I'm up there in the ballroom dance class like this with the football players because all the football players are really tall and really big, especially the linemen. I'm trying to teach them how to dance. And it's really funny, but it was really weird and awkward for me because all of them were just big to me. Little shorty. Um, Funny story, I think I told you guys this too, that my ex-husband was 6'3". So can you imagine me being 5'2" and a half and my husband being 6'3"? Mhm. Yep. Which was cool because it was like by then I had enough practice to dance with taller guys. And the funny thing is, I guess most guys like short girls. I don't know what it is. But I'll tell you, I'll take you down. And my son is tall. My son right now is probably over 6 feet. And I told him I will yank him and take him all the way down. Don't get it twisted. All them high school students I teach, they already know. I will grab them by the ear and yank them and bring them down. I'll bring them down off camera. And they love it. The funny thing is because I'm such a you guys can probably tell. I'm such a healing, kind, good listener, good counsel. I have a story too. The kids respect true, authentic love and care and that motherly energy. And so, because of that, a lot of the kids don't mind, if I get on them and I say, hey, get over here. Or I yank them or grab them by the arm. Now, you listen. They be like, my bad, my bad. Especially them big boys. So yeah, a lot of these kids, they just need a little tough love. Y'all know how it is. Anybody got teenagers out there? Does anybody have any teenagers? Anybody have any teenagers? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Where those teenagers try to be tough and hard and like they don't care, but they just really want a hug when you pop them across the head. Boy, girl. Yeah. Oh, wow. Ashley got a 16, 15, and 13-year-old. Yes. They love it though. They love the tough love. They love the tough love. And most of those kids, they act like they don't care, but they do. So I'm gonna tell all the parents out there, keep loving on those kids. They love that. They love the love. They act like they don't care, but they love it. Like mine, I give them a little kiss every now and then. And you know how it is, but he loves it. He loves it. They do. They really do. Melissa's right. They do. So that's a little bit about me for those that want to know a little bit more. I'm a little onion with a lot of layers. I like to throw in little story times every now and then so you guys get to know me a little bit better. So yeah. Thank you guys for listening to my little story. We're going to do Leos now. Got a lot of talents, got a lot of layers. And I think it's what's made me become the woman I am today because I've had a lot of exposure to a lot of different things. I'm originally from Southern California, but I moved to Mississippi to go to college and been here ever since. Uh, but I've encountered all kind of different walks of life, different cultures, different people. I've traveled around the world. So I love it. I just love um, learning. I'm like a sponge. I love to learn all kind of stuff and experience all kind of things. So in other words, I'm glad you guys are here because, I learn a lot from you all. Hey George, how you doing? Divine Earth Angel says, I love that about you. That's what makes you special and that's what makes you real. Yeah, yeah. A lot of layers. Different. Here we go, Leos. Najee, hey, hey. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Mighty, Mighty Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What can Leos expect in their love life for the week of July 5th through July 12th, 2026? We have the world in the reverse, judgment, the star in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have strength, the emperor in the reverse, and the six of cups in the reverse. This is someone who I feel is not feeling so optimistic about things working out between you two because this feels like someone who is reminiscing about the past history you both have shared. And it hasn't been pleasant. Why? Because this is someone who likes to feel in control of you, in control of the situation, just really in control. This is someone who could be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, a Taurus, a Scorpio, or an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus again. They feel like you're the one that's getting away because they were not choosing to fully invest anything long term when you guys were together. And based on decisions that you've made recently about this experience with this person, it's really, making this person feel rejected, but they're not giving up. They feel like you and them have some unfinished business for sure. They don't want to give up on you, give up on the connection. And many of you Leos may say, why? Why now? Why does this person want to come into my life now? Well, this fling, this Queen of Wands in reverse, this person, this other third party they were entertaining, it was very shortly lived. very shortly lived. And right now, they're at odds with one another and they feel inspired to come to you. Be careful with this one. I'm noticing they have not closed the door totally, Leo, on this person. They're just kind of putting them on ice. You feel like you need to get far away from this person. It's not easy. It's not easy, Leo, because you had a very strong toxic attachment. I'm getting a lot of sexual energy, passion, lust, soul tie. It wasn't healthy. A lot of on, a lot of off, a lot of games this person would play. And as much as you thought something can come of this, it just never really manifested to more than what it is. So right now, this week, it's going to be hard. We are in Mercury retrograde, so there's a lot of temptation, a lot of desire. But like anybody whose addictions are taking a toll on them, the best thing you can do is have a clean cut, cold turkey, and get occupied into something else. Let's see what this person's true intentions are. We're going to see if there's any other people coming your way, Leo. But let's see what this past person's intentions are first. So, according to them, they're going to tell you that they intend to stop running from the connection and start trying to embrace healing things with you. What I find interesting, though, is that they're not totally trusting this would work out because of the boundary you've put in place. They can't totally believe that you're going to just open open the door, give them the opportunity to come back. And that is the deep-seated fear and insecurity going on in their subconscious. You have a lot of say so in how this whole thing unfolds, Leo. Don't be tempted. What is this judgment card for Leo's energy? Hmm. You don't feel the same way you used to anymore. You decided to take your feelings out of it and think very logically. Get your head out of the clouds. Come in and look at the reality of what this person is trying to do. And you know, you cute. So why so what I mean, you're a Leo. Hello? Hello, somebody. You're a Leo. So why do you need to stay with all this? That's what you're saying. You're like, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay, I can dig it. So yeah, it's a turn off. You've lost all respect. You don't trust this person. You don't feel like this relationship can become what you need it to become because this person just can't act right. Like they got some sense. I get it. Let's pick up the cards real quick and let's see if you guys have any potential of new love coming your way, Leo. Now, Leo could have done this to you, of course, if you're a cross watcher. So just, go with it. Keisha said it's in reverse. Danielle says it's her story. She says exactly. She said, yeah, I'm done, Mika. I am done. Done. So, what is Leo's energy surrounding new love for this week? Melissa said this is a spot on reading for Leo. Will new love be coming towards Leo for the week of July 5th through July 12th, 2026, Spirit? Seven of Swords, Two of Swords in reverse, Ten of Cups in the reverse. I really feel like there is a lot of you Leos that are really struggling with dropping your guard. You feel like there is still a subconscious soul tie, cord, energetic connection still associated with the old past person here. And as much as you're trying to sneak away to allow yourself to go to something new, opening up to someone to give them a full blown relationship, it's just a thought. It's just a thought. But you're not really ready for that. You're not really ready for that. You think you are until you go out there. And those of you who have started dating, y'all know I ain't lying. You start dating and you start freaking out. Offers may come, but you're not ready because of the past betrayal, the past pain, the hurt, the trauma. This was a traumatic cycle. Like, this is not something that a lot of you Leos feel like you're totally over yet. And it's hard for you to really just like say, okay, all right, Mika, I'm over it. I'm moving on. I'm going outside. I'm going to go date. And then boom, I find somebody amazing and I'm going to be in a relationship with them because I'm totally healed. No, not true. Your energy is saying, I would enjoy the attention. I would enjoy the company, but something serious this week, way too soon, Mika. I need more time. I definitely need more time. And I think it has a lot to do with you're exhausted. You're exhausted with pressing your values, beliefs, standards onto someone who doesn't appreciate, who doesn't align with what you need and what you want. It feels forced. And your biggest fear is, what if I come across that again? I'm here to tell you, Leo, healing is nonlinear. I mean, it is, come on. No one's pressuring you to go out there and find someone until you're ready. However, I recommend that you continue to work on yourself, continue the healing journey, unpacking everything you've learned from this experience. And then when you're ready, you're ready. But I'm always here if you need my help to unpack this and build the trust back up because everybody deserves love. So I feel like, Leo, don't give up on love. It just may be not the right time. And that's okay. Alicia says, yep, I would rather binge watch TV than entertain nonsense. I hear you, girl. I hear you. Let's look at your money now, Leo. What can Leos expect in their money and career for the week of July 5th through July 12th, 2026? Ooh, devil. Ouch. Seven of Pentacles. You guys are really focusing on your career, your money. Like, I don't like this is become an obsession. You've got to get your money up. You got to get your goals accomplished. You got to make sure all the things that you're setting your mind to in your personal life is on the up and up. That's all you think about. You don't dance, you make money moves. I'm hearing that song, If It Ain't About the Money. Y'all remember that song by T.I.? I can remember the lyrics, y'all. If it ain't about the money, Don't you talking about I don't know the words, y'all. I done forgot the song. So if it ain't about money, if it don't make money, it don't make sense. It's like that energy this week. Like you're just like, I'm just about the money right now, Mika. Like, forget the lovey dovey stuff. If it ain't about the money, hold on, y'all. Y'all, I gotta look at them lyrics now because y'all got me. It's playing in my head, but I don't know the words. And I don't want somebody trying to say, that's not the words. That ain't the words. Uh, I like that song though. That song was hitting, man. That beat was hard. Okay, so the song is called About the Money. That ain't the song, is it? No, that ain't the song. If it ain't about nah. What's the song, y'all? I gotta play it so I can hear. That's the song. Did y'all hear it? I can't play it very long because YouTube will flag my video, but that's the song right there. So yeah, it's called About the Money featuring Young Thug and T.I. So look it up. That's the song that I'm hearing. So yeah, that's what I feel like you're doing this week. And that's good. I mean, if you're not in a relationship and you're not focusing on love, I say get to the bag. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. I think you're creating a sense of security and stability for your life and independence. So it's not necessarily about greed or anything low vibrational. It's about, just getting yourself where you need to be. Being that secure man, secure woman, feeling good about being on your own and not being dependent on anyone, whatever that goal looks like for you. So that's what I have for you, Leos. Let me know if it resonates. Virgos are next. Virgo, Virgo. Any Virgos here? Danielle enjoyed the reading. Awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed the Leo reading. All right, let's do it, Virgos. We got Frankie here. We got Ashley, who's a Virgo sun. Christina, who is a Virgo. All right, y'all, let's do it. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Virgo. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What can Virgos expect in their love life for the week of July 5th through July 12th, 2026? Knight of Swords, Two of Cups in the reverse, Eight of Wands in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, the Sun, and the Magician in the reverse. All right, Virgo. This feels like someone from your past who definitely wants to come on in out of nowhere. With the Knight of Swords, I feel like they're just coming out of nowhere. You don't see it coming. It's just random, like boom. And it's because, they miss your love. They miss your love. They miss your affection. Um, Very codependent. This is someone who can't make it on their own. They look at you as security and something that is very. very helpful with getting them where they need to go. It's been weighing heavy on this person not talking to you. With the 8 of Wands to the 10 of Wands to the 7 of Swords, I mean, the 7 of Swords to the 10 of Wands, they feel like the betrayal, the game that they played of going no contact has backfired because it looks like you have cut off communication with them. Some of you guys have actually been the one to break up the relationship or push this person away, and it's been a rude awakening for them that they have crossed the line. You have done this because you want someone who's gonna give you a reciprocal, fair, loving experience. Many of you Virgos have really sat and thought about this relationship and thought about what you wanted. And as the Empress to the Two of Swords in reverse, I think there's a lot of you guys that are just now starting to feel inspired to get out of hermit mode and put yourself out there. So this week you may find yourself open to dating, right? Open to getting to know people and open to love again. Whatever this experience was, it had you down for some time. It had you feeling like you're losing hope, like why me? And as you're beginning to shift your energy into new cycles, here comes trouble out of nowhere. All right. We're going to see if new love is going to be on the horizon for you this week, but let's see what this past person's intentions are, Virgo. What is this past person's intentions with you? Death in reverse? Yep. They want to bring the relationship back from the dead, but nothing substantial. So, with the death card in reverse to the 7 of Pentacles, again, it's going to be a repeated cycle of just stringing you along, just keeping you around for the time being because they need your help. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. They don't feel solid on their own. Now, you, Virgo, are definitely feeling very solid, very secure, like almost someone who's done a lot of healing, a lot of reflecting, a lot of good, solid solitude and taking time for yourself. Those people that just say, I just need a break. I need to put myself in timeout. That's what your energy feels like. And that timeout, now you're like, oh, okay, I'm ready to come out of the shadows and I'm ready to go out here and date again. Nothing wrong with that. But be weary of past people. So for me to say people, some of you guys, it may be multiple or it may just be one. They could be an Aquarius, a Capricorn, a Taurus, Virgo, Libra, Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sag. Could be anybody though. That's the main energies. Let's see if there's new love coming your way. Ashley says, "Yep, I put I put my behind in the corner." And you put yourself in timeout. Hey, sometimes you got to put yourself in timeout just to, take a break from it all. I get it. Okay, so what about new love for Virgos this week? For the week of July 5th through July 12th. Hey, Janae. 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, and the Hangman in the reverse. You have options for sure. You have options for sure. Like, you're not going to have problems having options. You're going to be just fine, Virgo. Like, so whenever you're ready to just step out of your comfort zone and begin to meet new people, date again, I can really feel like it's going to be just fine for you. Like, you're going to end up being able to connect, conversate, get to know people. But there's a part of you that is just like, do I want to really let go of my freedom? Do I really want to seriously date? Yeah. You're trying to decide, do I really want to have a new relationship? Part of you says yes, part of you says no. And it has a lot to do with your peace. I think for you, Virgo, during that season or that timeout, as Ashley said in the chat, that timeout was so healing for you and so peaceful. And as you begin to date, you're going to question yourself and be like, do I really want to take things seriously? So that's what you're going to be doing this week is just contemplating the pros, the cons, and your next steps. Will it lead to something serious this week? You know, Probably not serious, but I can at least say if you do put yourself out there, you will find yourself getting to know people and it may progress to something eventually. Others of you, it just may be like, hey, I'm talking to people, but I'm not ready for that. So it just depends on where you feel like you are on your journey. But either way, I'll tell you, Virgo, it feels quite good. It feels like whoever the Virgo I'm talking to is very grounded, very centered, very healed. And because of that, you're starting to attract beautiful energy. So keep it going. What's this Two of Wands? Yeah, you're taking things slow, like I said. It's like I'm psychic or something. You're taking the responsible approach of, I'm not gonna make no decisions this week. We're just gonna enjoy the ride, and that's fair. All right, Virgo, I love it. Love it for you. Money now. Money, money, money. Thank you for the jewels, DJ Music. I appreciate it. Hey, Coco. I think Frankie likes the reading. What can Virgos expect in their money and career for the week of July 5th through July 12th? All right. So we have the High Priestess in the reverse, the Three of Cups, and the Seven of Cups in reverse. Be careful of people you work with. Also, possibly be careful with clients. These people may have some hidden agendas. They may be a little messy. Thank you, Monet, for the jewels. Thank you, Kim, for the jewels. I don't know what that means for you, but for some of you, you may have some, toxic people at work, or the environment is just not sitting well with you. Something's going on. So just be careful with people around you. I don't know what that means. Be careful with people around you. If you have your own business, be careful with certain clients and make sure that you choose your battles wisely. We got 11:11 on the clock. 11:11. All right. Yeah, they may have secret motives or hidden agendas. What is that? I'm getting like messy, secret, underhanded, sly, slick things going on. Yeah, this is people that um don't have enough brain cells to where if you were to really try to speak logic into these people's minds, they don't listen. And I really don't want you to get into getting involved in drama. So just kind of hit them with, okay, and go about your business. And don't go back and forth. For some of y'all, it can be your boss, it can be I'm just getting people around you at work. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever they're saying or doing is gonna kinda, like, make you feel like, this is not going anywhere. My relationship with them or what I'm trying to get them to see is not going anywhere, so just leave it where it is, okay? Alright. I don't know if that makes sense. It may make sense for a very small portion of you, the money reading, money and career reading. If it's also a money thing, be careful with contracts. Be careful with new opportunities and different things like that that may be presented to you. So be careful with that as well. There may be some hidden agendas there. We got Libra's next. Libra, Libra. Any Libras here? Libra. Ashley said, "Yeah, there are a few French fries short of a Happy Meal, Mika, for sure." Yeah, I don't know what that's about, Virgo, but something wrong with your people at work. Yeah, some of them a little slow. So just, what we say in the South, bless it, bless it, bless their little heart, bless it. All right, Libras, let's do it. Miss Chocolate's here. And also, I want to let you guys know if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I love meeting new people, talking to you guys. But unlike other tarot readers, I like to go deep. I like to have conversations about life. I like to have conversations about love. And I like to have interactive experiences with my subscribers. So I kindly ask the people in the chat when I'm having my story time, my TED Talks, understand I'm gonna need your patience. Be patient with me because I have people that really enjoy those moments. And I know you guys want to just get to the tarot, but on this channel, we will definitely have conversations sometimes or get off on a tangent. And that's just what we do here. And those who know, they know. Those who enjoy the conversations, they enjoy it. And if you don't, just come back. Just click off and come back. But don't try to rush. Don't try to negate and just understand it's a part of the journey, right? It's a part of the journey because there's always lessons and associated with a lot of the different energies that come through in the readings that inspire me to have really deep, wholehearted conversations with my subscribers so they can get to a better space. And I appreciate those of you who are being patient. But some of you, I've seen some of your comments tonight, and I have not blocked you, but I'm going to warn you right now, you need to chill it. You need to chill or you will get blocked. So please be patient with me. Thank you. Please and thank you. That's all I'm going to say about that. Hey, Local Poochie. We're on Libra, boo. We're on Libra. See, Divine Earth Angel enjoys it. Like he's even asked questions before too. And sometimes subscribers will ask me like love dating advice questions or just personal questions. I actually enjoy it because I love to as an Aquarius, I love stimulating conversations and thinking about different things and having perspectives on different ideas and things like that. So it's helpful, I think, and it's transformative. And people that are new here, they don't get it, and that's okay because they may only have two brain cells and they don't understand it. But that's what we do here, and that's what makes my channel different because I'm really about spiritual guidance and really helping people see things from a more deeper spiritual level. You know. Kimberly says, I love real conversations we have in a group. It really is stimulating. Yeah, I think it is. And it kind of gives me some things and inspires me of different topics or different videos or things that I can do for the channel because as a content creator, even though I do tarot, sometimes you just don't know which direction to go next. You're not like, okay, I've talked about this, I talked about that. What else is there to talk about? So you guys inspire me really with some of the things you guys bring up or some of the questions you ask. But as I said before, if you guys have personal reading questions, kind of save those into the moments where I do offer the mini reads on the live or when I open the floor for questions. But if you guys just have like life questions, you can know more than life, like you can ask, but personal reading questions need to kind of be preserved for those personal reading sessions. Lisa says, "I never say anything, but I've been a sub for a minute, Mika. You are an amazing reader. Loved when you visited Tyler." Thank you so much, Lisa. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm really passionate about what I do, and some people get it. People that really spend some time with me, they really can kind of see my skill set and my knowledge and the passion behind what I do, and they can appreciate it. They can appreciate it. And for those that don't really resonate it because maybe you're single, not dating, or you're someone who is in a healthy, whole, solid relationship and you're not along the lines of what the collective is experiencing, but you still watch for entertainment purposes, that's cool too. I mean, as a tarot reader myself, I love to just listen to some of the readers for the entertainment value, right? And that's fine too. I had a client today ask me, "So Mika, what should I do with tarot?" I feel like a lot of times the readings you do are on like hitting it out the park and they're so on point, but it's kind of draining and exhausting to hear some of the messages, but it's the truth. I just don't want to keep hearing that. And I told her, I said, when you're watching tarot, you've got to be honest with yourself if it's something that you feel like you're prepared to listen to. Because just like therapy, some of us are not ready to face the music, and some of us are not ready to heal or listen to the deep rooted issues that's associated with whatever we're talking about in these readings. But they are so real, they are so raw, they're in your face and they're honest. And so I really do believe that what she's saying is that I love it, but it is hard to hear. And that's transformation. That's transformation. And anybody that's on a spiritual healing journey, they're going to have to face the hard part. They're going to have to face the hard things associated with, you know, things that they're going through. All all right. Sorry, y'all. I'm back. I had to check something real quick. Had to check something real quick on my phone. Um, but yeah, so I tell people if you feel like the messages are too like triggering, too deep, too hard to hear, nothing's wrong with taking a break from tarot. Nothing's wrong with taking a break from listening to the hard truth because it is some of us have been through some very traumatic situations. Um some of us have been through some situations that are not pleasant some of us don't want to keep hearing certain things, but if you want to change your life, if you want to get your life to the next level, you got to face the demons. You got to face the hard things. And people who have been through therapy and goes sees a whoever go to therapy and goes sees a therapist, you're going to have to face the demons. You're going to have to face the very hard parts. So yeah, that's just a part of it. Okay, Luke says, "Can you pray for my grandma and my grandpa and my mom?" Yeah, I'm sending them up in prayer. I'm sending them up in prayer. I pray that everything works out. Looks like you have a lot of supporters. I don't know what they're going through, Luke, but I pray everything works out just fine for you, whatever you're going through. Lisa says, "Yeah, hearing the messages can be overwhelming. Healing is incredible. It's great once you're on the other side, though. It's true." And I tell people that as well who go through transformation. You know, we go through what I call the dark night of the soul. You know, we go through a very dark time, and it's because our old self is dying and we're creating a new version of ourselves. And this new version of ourselves is going to be life changing and life altering. And it's higher vibration, higher energy. But if you don't face what you've been through in your past, how can you become the better version of yourself today? You know, that's the thing. And I saw someone in the chat, I'm not going to say their name. Um, they may have felt like they've done some things in their past that they want forgiveness for. That, you know, they may have lived a lifestyle that was not right. But that's the beautiful thing. That's the beautiful thing about God. You know, God is, you know, a healer. God forgives us for our sins. And we have the right to choose. Do we want to change who we are? Do I want to stay the same, or do I want to change my life for the better? If I'm overweight, do I want to start going to the gym and eating healthy? If I have addictions, do I want to go get some help so I can cut these bad toxic habits that's ruining my mind, my body, causing me to self disintegrate? If I have toxic behavior patterns, let me go and get a therapist who can have me unpack the trauma in my life that's causing me to find vices, that's making me self destruct, right? We all have free will. And I think a lot of you guys here are on purpose. You're watching this video now because there's something within you that says, I need to be here. I need to hear this. But again, like I told the client earlier today, take all the time you need. And she was so sweet about it. She was really sweet. She's one of my viewers that is really, really a good supporter. She's even bought my tarot deck, the one that I autograph and write a little note. For those that don't know, I do send that out to some of the subscribers if you're interested on my website. But she's like, I've been following you for a long time. I've transformed my life. I really have become a new version of myself. And I thank you for all of your messages. It's really helped me in so many different ways. However, it's just painful, to hear, but you're going to tell the truth, which I appreciate. You're going to keep it real. Because she said, I'm so tired of seeing the readers on YouTube that just want to say all the things you want to hear. Oh, the person loves you and they're going to be back and da, 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 and all the fluff. That's a bunch of baloney. The fluff, that's a bunch of baloney. And I'm going to tell you right now, y'all, sometimes the energy shifts and you find something wonderful. And I'm going to tell you, like the Aries reading we did tonight, wonderful energy, right? Beautiful energy, so, and then sometimes not so pleasant, but I'm going to just tell you what comes through. And because these are collective readings, we're talking about the collective. So it's not personalized. And as a collective, it just depends on the energy of the collective. What path are you guys choosing as a collective? Are we choosing a good healing path? Or are we choosing a toxic path? So that's kind of why I do what I do. Janae says, so true. Excuse me says, I love your readings, but threatening to block someone almost every read is a bit off putting. So let me tell you something. I'm a keep it real. I'm going to keep it real. All right. Excuse me, whoever you are, it was excuse me. Do you need that? I'm putting that out there as a warning message. And some readers, some people, some content creators don't give you a warning. So I really don't care how you feel about it, to be honest. So you're either going to watch what you say or you're going to get blocked. That's it and that's all. And for the ones that can't control their fingers because they get trigger happy in the comments, they need to be told that because I really am about that life. I will block people and I mean that. And I block people all the time. But what I do is I tell people, listen, this is not okay here and this is okay here. And if you don't like it, I can care less because what I'm about right here is about enlightenment, the truth, the raw, real, honest truth. And all of that negativity and all of that, you need to hurry up and get to the whatever reading, or you that ain't right, or your opinion don't really matter. Keep it to yourself. You know what they say, if you don't like something, if you don't like someone, don't say nothing at all. We need to practice that because the truth is you chose to be here. I'm not begging you to stay, but I'm not going to force you to leave. So I give you the message and the warning. If I see something that's off putting and disrespectful that I feel on my channel, where I provide the free readings, the free advice, the free energy that I provide you for free, and I say, this is what I expect in my channel, you either get with it or you can leave. Point blank, period. And I don't care how you feel about it. That's the real honest truth. I'm not gonna fluff. I'm not gonna be like, well, it's okay this time. No, I'm not. I know. I'm not. I'm straight to the point. Blunt. Cause Aries moon, Aquarius sun. I'ma let you know. Out of line, out of order. Don't do it or you will get blocked. And I'm gonna tell you like that. And I'm gonna do it very nice. Because the next time you do it, you will get blocked. And I don't care how you feel about it. And that's just etiquette of being in any content creator's chat. We're talking about people that dedicate a lot of their time and energy to create content. This is like people's art, whether they're singing, whether they're dancing, whether they're doing tarot, whether they're, speaking life, motivational speaking. When people dedicate their time to put their gift or their craft or their art out there, is not intended for everyone to enjoy. It's only for the people who get it. And like I just said in my whole TED talk, if you're not ready for that level of spiritual growth, evolution, and raw and realness, this ain't the channel for you because I'm going to keep it real with you, beloved. 110%. 7 days a week, 365. I'ma tell you. And I've had countless videos, and my day one to tell you, I've had countless videos where I've had to let people know, stop taking stuff personally. Stop it. Think of it like this. And I'm gonna start the who we on Libra? Who we on, y'all? Libra. We on Libra. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Jay. Not everybody gets it. I'm an acquired taste. I'm not for everybody, and I'm okay with that. But just like everyday life, when I'm out and about and I'm dating or I have friendships, and this is what I tell my subscribers, I demand respect because I don't disrespect you, so I ask you don't disrespect me. It's a respect thing. So if I feel disrespected and then I say kindly, please don't do that, or you see me delete your comment or my mods delete your comment, that's your warning right there. And I'll even say, hey, watch yourself. Don't do that. I'm telling you right there, watch yourself because you crossed that line. That's not gonna work for me. And then if you keep doing, you're playing yourself because you will get blocked. And I don't care how you feel about me saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it because I got people like you that got something to say about what I'm doing on this free channel, giving free readings for free. When I got clients paying me hundreds of dollars to give them a personalized reading experience. Come on now, make it make sense. Now, if you book a personal reading, I hope you're still here. If you book a personal reading, you can tell me in that moment what you want to hear. But until you pay me and tell me what you want to hear, then you can just sit right there, get your big fat fingers off of your phone, out of my chat, and telling me how to do my readings, and just swipe on to the next reader. But you said you like my readings. And this is the stuff right there, y'all. This is the stuff right here that be blowing my mind. It be a lot of y'all on here that be like, I love your readings, but I don't like when you said that. I love your readings, but I don't want to hear that. I love your readings, but you always be saying stuff about this particular sign that's so negative. I love your readings because you never talk. I love your readings, but you always don't want to talk about new love. Listen, 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 listen. This a collective reading, boo. Collective. It's not personalized. I appreciate those who have patience in the comments for the foolery. I mean, I got to deal with this all the time. And like a relative told me that watches my content, she said, Mika, you're very talented at what you do. I can tell you have a real gift. You're really good at what you do, but you can't please everybody. And she's right. There's thousands of people that watch this video, but everybody's not going to walk away being 100% satisfied. So when I say I'm going to block you, I'm just letting you know that I will. And I don't care how you feel about it. And I mean that. It's not possible. Like Janae says you just can't satisfy everybody. It's not even practical. But just like Divine Earth Angel says, he loves a TED Talk. I got several of y'all that be like, girl, can you shut up and do the reading? Then I got some of y'all that prefer the readings and the TED Talks combined. Then I got some of y'all that hate the fact that my readings are so long. Then some of y'all say, well, that reading is so long. With that sign, why did this reading only get 5 minutes? You was on that reading. It's always something. And so if I got to hear the foolery, I'm going to warn you, hush, hush, and take the free video reading. Hush. Why are you trying to tell me how to do this? I'm the one creating this. Until you pay me, you cannot dictate how this is going to go. It just doesn't make sense. And I try to make it as fair as possible. I really do. I try my best, but I can't please everybody. And that's a fact. And like Kim says, she had to learn that she can't please everyone. And that's what it is. But I respect all of you. And that's why if that woman is still here, whoever that person, man, woman, whatever, that got in their feelings and which has got me on my pedestal right now, I have enough respect for you that I don't instantly block you. I just tell you, hey, don't do that. Or I delete your comment because I don't like it. Or my mods will. But I won't instantly block you because I respect you. A lot of y'all, like I say, I'm here because I want to help people. I really want to help people see things to get them to the next level. I'm not here to be a bully. I'm not here to be mean. I'm not here to start drama and be tacky. You know, some readers get on this platform and that's all they want to do. Be hoopla and cussing and being ghetto. And that's not why I'm here. I'm not here to put on a show and cuss people out and be ghetto and all that. No, I'm here for a purpose. I'm here for a higher purpose. And either you get with it or you can get lost. The seventh house tarot says, and people say the craziest stuff in the comments section. She says, you are doing great, by the way. Hair looks fabulous. Thank you. But yeah, people like her, I'm sure as a tarot reader, she gets the same flack. And listen, at the end of the day, I don't care. Block. You getting blocked. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna be quiet. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I had to vent. I had to get that off because I'm off my chest because I'm tired of folks. I'm so tired of folks. I'm so tired of folks, man. Folks, woo, anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. Anybody can get the block. Block and delete in 2026. Every last one of them. I had to block about 5 people today. Probably more than that. Correct. Girl by says right. It's your channel. You don't have to you don't come to someone's home and dictate their home rules. And that's it. That's it right there. That part right there. That's my point. I can't go to someone else's channel and be trying to tell them how to do their channel. That don't make sense. I like your readings, but you need to stop telling people you gonna block them. I'm gonna tell them because if they keep on running their mouth, they've been warned. Stop it now, or you will be blocked. Watch yourself, or you will be blocked. And then if you keep on, you will be blocked. I mean, all of us, all the tarot readers have the same problem because people come into these live readings or these collective readings and they want a personal reading experience, and this is not a personal reading experience. This is a collective reading experience, whether it be a zodiac sign or the collective in general. This is not personalized to your unique situation. The only time it is if you get a personal reading. And I guarantee if you really watch my content, most of y'all would say, I'm so good. It hits. It's on point. But then you got some folks that are so dang sensitive and they get in their feelings. Not my problem. And I don't want to hear about it. Keep it to yourself. I don't care. I mean, you right, but why you gotta say it like that? Girl, hush. Girl, boy, bye. It's too much, y'all. I'm sorry. I had to vent. I just had to go off because folks get on my nerves. Y'all don't get me started. I'm gonna let y'all know. I really am. I'm really a realist, and I really give people a chance, but folks be trying me. I appreciate you being here. I do. I do appreciate you being here. I think you have a misunderstanding of who I am and what I'm about. And I'm an acquired taste, beloved. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. You're probably not going to like everything I have to say, but guess what? It is what it is. But the more you watch me, the more you understand that, wow, okay, she's really passionate about what she's saying and she's really just trying to help. You'll see it. You'll see it for what it is. That it's really about you being very reflective about what that message is for you and how that can help you moving forward into a more healed space instead of taking it personally as a personal attack, which in most cases I don't communicate it in that way. But for some wild reason, folks get in their feelings about stuff. And that's not my problem. That's your own problem that you process it that way. All right, Libras, let's do this, y'all. I'm done with it. Thank you so much, Rebecca. I hope I feel better soon too. And that's another reason why I'm kind of being a little grouch. I don't feel good today. So sorry, y'all. You know, when you're sick, you just be like, you don't want to be dealing with folks and they foolery. You be ready to cuss folks out. That's just give me a reason. Just give me a reason. I'm trying to be calm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Spirit, tell me. Oh, y'all, what the heck, Libra? Libra, Libra, Libra. What the heck? Hold on, Libra. Let me reshuffle the deck. Y'all, folks got me all discombobulated. Let me get back to Mother Earth. My head is, I don't know where my head's at. I know Libra looking at me like, what the hell she got going on? You see it? Your card just keeps jumping out. I don't know what to do about that problem. We're just going to take it. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Libra. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What can Libra expect in their love life for the week of July 5th through July 12th, 2026? We have the Eight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles in the reverse, Seven of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles here. Underneath the deck, we have the Fool, and we have the Strength in reverse, and we have the King of Swords. I'm gonna be honest, you got somebody coming your way that's really trying to establish a stable, committed relationship with you, Libra. Hmm. Yeah, it feels good. It feels good. It feels promising. I think this is someone who needs a lot more information though before they can really dive deep into um, taking this to the next level. But they're working diligently. They're working diligently on trying to get over something from their past as well. Okay. So that is something going on in the background that this person is trying to work through, but they are laser focused on you. So for this week, you can just expect this person getting information. Okay. They may not necessarily talk a lot about where they are in the mental space with their past situation. And that's because they don't want to ruin this opportunity with you. So they may keep that a little hush hush, but it's not like it's a big lie. It's just, they may just say something like, I'm just want to get to know you. And that's true. They do. A lot of you Libras are being very career focused this week. You're putting a lot of emphasis on financial gains, growth, just focusing on you and creating a lot of good financial stability for yourself. However, I think secretly, like when it comes to this new love offer, you're just not emotionally present or ready for it. And it may have a lot to do with your past situation. So even though this is a great opportunity, a lot of you guys are going to be like, um, hi, I'm Libra. Nice to meet you. But yeah, we can just, get to know each other. Such. You just got a lot of other stuff going on. You just got a lot of stuff going on that makes you feel not so emotionally present and emotionally and available for something substantial like this. Yeah, you secretly are emotionally unavailable. And I think you also are scared and terrified that this person's giving you a bad love offer, but they're not. This is somebody that's actually trying to seriously get to know you. What is this new person's intentions? It feels like somebody new, by the way. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse, and we have the Empress in reverse with the moon in the reverse. So they're trying to get over their ex. This could be somebody that's going through a divorce, a separation. Um, if not, none of that. They could just be recently single. And so it's a new concept to go into something new. So I think there's a part of them that just wants to go slow. Now, of course, Libra, you can be someone that is truly, honestly excited about the potential of a relationship, but not be totally ready for one. And I'm gonna be honest, I think this person is kind of in the same boat. So if I were you, I would just be following your intuition on this. Some of you may want to explore it. Others of you may be like, you know what, bad timing. And you have the right to choose. Let's see, what are you going to do, Libra? Let's see. Yeah, I think a lot of you guys are just not ready. You may end up rejecting this person, pushing them away, or just say, I'm just not ready for that. And that's okay. That's okay. But it's an opportunity that presents itself. It's pretty promising. It could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I got Scorpio, Pisces, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio. All right. That's what I have for you for the Libras. Let's look at your money now. Maybe some of you guys have met this person. Have any of y'all met them yet? And kind of ended up like freaking out? Let me know, Libra. Divine Earth Angel says, yes, I have. Takes time. It really does. Like, I'm going to be honest. It takes time to be ready for love for some people, especially air signs. We're just, sometimes it just takes a moment for us to warm up to people on an emotional level. So, Spirit, tell me a little bit about Libra's money and career for the week of July 5th through July 12th, 2026. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Eight of Cups in the reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You have like a lot of unfinished business surrounding your finances, your career, things that you're trying to accomplish for yourself. We saw that coming up a little bit in the love reading as well, where you're just focusing on things that you need to get done for you. And so, you're just being a little selfish, and it's just to get your power back, to feel like your life is where you need it to be. That's kind of what I'm getting. And that's okay. Yeah. A lot of you guys are very hyper independent, very strong, very kind. You're a great catch, by the way, Libra, if this resonates with you, no matter the gender, male or female, because you're coming across as an empress. So I don't think it's a matter of you having trouble finding love. It's just a matter of whenever you're ready to go out there and receive it, because you will definitely have no problem finding someone in that Empress energy for sure. All right. That's what I have for you, Libra. Let me know if it resonates. Scorpios are next. Thank you, Divine Earth Angel. I appreciate it. Don't forget, guys, to like the video, subscribe. Also, hit that notification bell. So hopefully, YouTube will notify you whenever I go live. All right. FK Slay says, Mika, what's your sign? Let's see. Do y'all know my sign? What's Mika's sign? Let's see how many real ones out there we got. What is my sun sign, y'all? Put it in the chat. Let FK know, what am I? I'll give you a hint. I'm a weirdo. I'm a weirdo. User Bull says a Taurus. No, not a Taurus. I guess because I have the nice little fashions. I do dress very nice. I do have a little Taurus in my chart though. But no, not a Taurus. Not a Taurus. Yep, I'm an Aquarius. You got it. The weirdo part was the hint. Cancer? No, I'm not a crybaby. Sorry, cancers. Cancer joke. Don't take it personally. Don't cry. No, I'm an Aquarius. Can't you tell by the sarcasm? All right, here we go. Scorpio. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energies for the week of July 5th through July 12th for Scorpios, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? Temperance in the reverse. The Moon. The Emperor in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Wands with the Hermit in the reverse. You got somebody that's feeling like they're losing control of you and the situation because you put down really firm boundaries in place. Your silence. Your silence is getting the best of this person, and they don't like the silence. It's making this person feel very unstable, very thrown off. Like, huh, what does Scorpio really got going on? Is Scorpio with someone else? Is Scorpio still mad at me? Does Scorpio love me? Is there any love left? So, this is someone who wants to come out of hermit mode themselves. They feel inspired because of this silence. It's freaking them out. They're feeling alone. Because if this was somebody that was engaging in connections, meeting other people, dating other people, um, it's just not worth it anymore. There's been truth to power, that your silence is speaking volumes to what this person has to do next. It's making them realize that you were not bluffing when you said you were done. They're also realizing that if they want you and they want this relationship to work, that they've got to reach out and say something. They're not feeling too optimistic. But if they want to feel better, if they want to get that stability back and not feel like things are at odds with you, they got to make some type of move. I think all of you Scorpios watching that really do resonate with this reading would agree that this person is very controlling. They want things their way or the highway. And for them, like, commitment was something that was very scary. So when things got serious, they may have started backpedaling, pushing you away, or giving up. They don't want to give up anymore or give the impression like they're giving up. They want to do something about it. But it doesn't matter. I think you're going to waste no time to reject them if you even entertain their attempt. A lot of you guys, Scorpios, are just going to look at the phone and be like, okay, block. Many of you guys expected to hear from them eventually, by the way. You knew like whatever they were trying to do, it's not going to work out for them. Yeah, you know that they need you. Secretly, you know this person needs you more than you need them, so they played themselves. That's how you feel. And as a result, a lot of you guys are really definitely considering moving on to bigger and better things. With a Fool card, a lot of you guys are definitely starting a new life, a new um, journey. The Fool card is the very first card in the tarot deck and the first card in the major arcana, which speaks of new cycles. And so it's time to just move forward. And it's not like you didn't care. Like, it may seem that way, but you just feel like this is not serving you. So that's why you're moving forward, truly, with the Eight of Cups. It's the right thing to do, justice. It's karma. It's what needed to be done. We're going to see if there's new love on the horizon for you in just a second. But if this is your story about this past person, they can be a Sagittarius, an Aries, a Leo, a Cancer, a Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. It can be anybody, y'all. I'm not even going to hold you. It can be any sign. FK says spot on. All right, let's see, Scorpio, if there's any new people coming your way. Any new love coming towards Scorpio this week, Spirit? All right, we got the Five of Cups in the reverse, the Eight of Cups, and the Six of Cups. A lot of cups here, man. My goodness, a lot of emotions, which is scorpionic energy for sure. If you do meet someone, it's not going to work out. That's if you meet someone, because a lot of you guys are going to feel like this is not your cup of tea. What's really gonna get on your nerves is you can tell that this person is still not totally emotionally present and ready for what you're ready for, so you don't have time to waste. Goodbye. Goodbye. Yeah, they're going to try to play this string along game with you, Scorpio, and you ain't got time for none of it. Absolutely. Talking about, hold on, let's just see. I will blah 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 blah. Give me time. Let's just see. I don't know. And you like, huh, bye. Yeah, they may even tell you, like, they're not ready for a relationship, and if they don't blatantly tell you that, they're gonna give you hints or clues, and you're gonna pick up on this, Scorpio, and not be okay with settling. Absolutely not. Mm-mm, mm-mm. And you just walk away, and you just wait on the right type of opportunity to come. It creates a little bit of frustration because you're just not quite understanding why this person's operating this way. Imma tell you why. They haven't totally got over their ex. That's what it is. This new person you're encountering is not ready for a relationship. It's not you, it's them. It's that simple. But it's gonna confuse you because 'cause you're like, "We like each other. I like you. We're getting to know each other, so what's the problem?" And they may not tell you they're still gung. What about now? Hello, hello, hello. Testing. 1, 2, testing 3, 4. Testicles 1, testicles 2, testicles 3, and 4. Can y'all hear me? All right, y'all can hear me. Great. I feel like I had to say that because we're on a Scorpio reading, so just go with it. What is this new person's intentions moving forward? Yeah, Knight of Cups in reverse. So this is somebody who is still considering going back to their past situation, maybe possibly fixing, repairing their other relationship. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Scorpio, they don't really want to commit to you because they're just kinda just seeing if there's potential between you and them. But in the back of their mind, they're thinking, I might go back to my ex." So, yeah, I have some unfinished business with the ex. That's what's going on. Can't make this stuff up, all the confirmation in the world. This new person can definitely have water in their chart, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. I also got Libra. Let me know if it resonates. Okay. Let's do money and career now for Scorpio. We're on Scorpio, by the way. Sorry for the technical difficulty, Scorpio. Y'all didn't miss much. I'll do 2 timestamps. When I do the Scorpio, when I do the timestamps, I'll do part 1, um, and then I'll do a part 2 where we had the little interruption, so y'all can skip. FK says spot on. All right, here we go. So what about Scorpio's money and career? What can Scorpio expect in their money and career for the week of July 5th through July 12th, 2026? We have the 6 of swords, the 8 of cups, and the page of cups, okay? Some of you Scorpios could definitely feel like you need to kind of like really consider changing your job, changing your career, or starting some other type of passionate project. Like, I feel like some of you guys want to create some other type of opportunity or like try to do something different. Yeah. I think you feel like your time at your other job has expired and you just know like you just need to do something else. Let me see what's going on. I'm getting just for peace. I don't know what that means. So, like, maybe your current job or current situation is not very peaceful and you just want something more smooth selling that's a better fit for you. Yeah, and you may be overworked and underpaid, or you may feel like you're not getting paid with your worth, or you just feel like you're not getting paid enough and you need something else. So, this could be like a second stream of income or just another job in general. But this is for just, for those that resonate. Yeah, whatever you got going on now, you're not satisfied with it. So that's what I have for Scorpio. Let me know if it resonates. Sagittarius, you're next. Thank y'all so much for your patience tonight. I feel like a lot of you guys have been really being patient with me, and I appreciate it. Hey, Ruby, how you doing, boo? Saggy Wadgy. Hey, Mella. Mella's still here. Cardinal Rule says for the Scorpio read, that person can go back to their ex before they even meet me. I know that's right. All right, here we go. Hello, Shanette. How you doing? Locapucci. I'm frozen. Am I frozen? Y'all, what's going on? Can y'all see me move? Am I moving? Am I frozen? Oh gosh. Everybody says I'm not frozen. I am frozen. Okay, I'm not frozen. Okay. Y'all gonna make me have my blood pressure going up tonight. Audio, folks in the comments. Then the video starting to freeze, like it's too much stress. This too much. This too much. Let me have a sip of water. Ooh, y'all making me go crazy tonight. I rebuke all the negative energy in the name of Jesus. I rebuke it. Mercury retrograde is Mercury retrograde, and for sure, you ain't never lied. Whew, sheesh. All right, here we go. Had to get cute for my Saggy friends. Get all this oil off my face. Folks stressing me out today, Saggy. Oh yeah. It's Mercury retrograde season. So you're gonna experience toxic exes popping up from the shadows. You're gonna experience technology issues. It's just a lot of stuff. It's just ridiculous. I hate Mercury retrograde. Then my energy levels, I just feel like heavy. It feels just heavy, like ah, I can't describe it. And I'm just like, welcome to Mika Divine Spiritual Guidance. That's how I feel, y'all. Man. All right, here we go. Bree says her toxic ex popped up today on WhatsApp. And then she said she deleted the entire app. Girl, you crazy. I love it though. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. She said, I deleted the whole app. I know that's right. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Sagittarius. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the energy surrounding Sagittarius and their love life for the week of July 5th through July 12th, 2026? I know, Keisha. I'm holding on, boo. I'm holding on. We have the lovers in the reverse, the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups. Underneath the deck, we have the Empress, the Three of Cups in the reverse, the Justice in reverse. Okay. All right. Whoever this person is, like they're getting on my nerves already. Like it's giving me a headache and I'm irritated in a real way. Because this is someone that feels like they can come in when it's convenient for them. Like whoever they were dealing with, it's not working out for them too well. So it's like, well, let me hit up Saggy Waggy. Let me see what's up with them. And nobody got time for that. Like, so they're gonna go behind this empress's back. This can be a baby mama, this can be their wife, this can be their girlfriend to secretly hit you up. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of see like if they have an opportunity to establish some type of romance and love and all of that kind of mess with you. They feel like they don't necessarily have to give you any real commitment because according to them, you may not want to heal the situation with them. So it's fair for them to just reach out, Sagittarius, to see. like a temperature check where this thing can go? Yeah. Their motivation, if you wanna know what their motivation is, it's because they know that you're probably almost out of the door. You're probably almost gone. So they're very, very stressed. They're very worried that they've reached the end of the line. Locapucci Locapucci said, "He better reach out and touch traffic." I love Locapucci, man. We see each other, boo. They need to touch some. Touch their nose. You know what I'm saying? Touch their toes. Get back. They need to scratch their booty and get glad. You know what I'm saying? Touch their head. Rub their 2 brain cells together. You don't trust this person. I think the idea of going towards them, even though you're that sign, a Sagittarius, you have the moments where you just be like, screw it. I ain't got nothing else going on." In those moments, though, it's when it feels at least safe. This person doesn't feel safe to you. Now, Local Poochie said now they need to touch the soap. Girl, I can't. That was the best quote of the night. I'm gonna have to use that. That's amazing. That's amazing because they've been laying the low, spreading the wide all over town. So they definitely need to touch some Dove. Wow, that's deep right there. I love it. I'm here for it. I'm here for the mess. Now some soap, girl. You want to fight this person? You want to punch him in the throat? That's the only time you want to see him. You want to just catch him outside. Why the violence, Sagittarius? What's up with the violence? Local Poochie say, yes. Why the violence? Why y'all acting like this? Because they piss you off. Duh. Okay. Sorry. I didn't do it. You know what? I don't blame you. You know what I'm saying? I don't promote violence, but hell, screw it. No, I don't really do it. Not then. See, I didn't had a whole TED talk at the beginning of this reading about we are not promoting violence. We just say no to putting our hands on others, but they deserve it. What is this person's purpose? Like, I'm really trying to understand. I'm dead serious. I'm trying to understand their psychology. I'm trying to understand what is their motivation. They don't have this other side piece. So whoever this other person is, they're coming to disrupt your peace. What do they want? They want your forgiveness. They want you to give them another chance. They want you to believe that there's a possibility that you can turn another leaf. They say Jesus forgives. Why can't you forgive me? I thought you had a heart. I made a bad choice. It was a little boo boo. Why the anger? Why are you taking it this far? Forgiveness will set us free. But here's the problem I have with this person, y'all. My head, y'all, I'm not. If they want so much forgiveness and they really want you to show up for them, they need to show up for you. I have a problem with them coming across this energy. First card, the lovers in reverse. This speaks of someone who is very upset at you, don't feel like you guys can work on a solid long-term committed relationship, scared to commit to you, not really invested. They just want attention. They want to feel important again. So in my air sign mind, where in this equation of foolery does your person, this delusional individual, do they believe you're going to forgive them when they're moving in this space here? Of they just ain't got nobody giving them attention, nobody want their old crusty romp. Where in that do they feel entitled for you to come in and give them attention and not commit to you, not take you seriously? Hmm, it don't make sense. They're delusional, y'all. Something wrong with your person. Oh, crusty romp. A little crusty. Like Local Poochie said, they need to touch some soap. All right, I'm gonna leave them alone, y'all. This person could be another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. They can be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, fixed sign, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Pisces, Pisces, Cancer. All right. Ooh, Lord. Take a breath. Take a breath. Let's see if there's a new person coming. So, what about Sagittarius this week with new love? Is there any new love coming towards Sagittarius for the week of July 5th through July 12th, 2026? All right. Queen of Pentacles, the lovers, the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Queen of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles. You know, you may have somebody coming into your life that wants to give you a solid offer. I do. I feel like this is someone that may um, really have a lot of issues going on underneath the surface, but I feel like this is someone who is having real potential to establish a meaningful relationship with you. And you're going to really like them, Sagittarius. Some of you guys may have already met this person. This is a very generous person. They can be a earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, mm, a Gemini, or they can be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. All right. Whoever this person is, like I say, they're really serious. They're very determined to see how this thing can go. And it really speaks about of a lot. It speaks a lot about potential, great potential here. But what's holding them back is a little hesitancy on their behalf. And it's not because of you. It's not because they're not into you. And it's not because they have bad intentions. That by no means, that's not what this is about. This is just them getting over something over their past. But a lot of people go through this. But yeah, I think they're just very, very intentional about making sure that they get a return on their investment as well. So they want to make sure that if they do decide to invest in you, you're going to invest in them as well. Okay. And that would look like, just a fair, solid relationship. I think this is someone who typically gets taken advantage of themselves as the Queen of Pentacles. They're very solid, very secure. They have their own. They're very generous and very kind. And, sometimes the wrong people see this about an individual and say, oh, well, I can take advantage of them. I don't think you will. I think you are going to see this person as hubby, wifey material, and you're gonna be very attracted to them. I'm getting a lot of sexual energy, a lot of attraction, and great, great vibe. Yeah, some of y'all may be in a relationship within, the next few weeks for sure. Let me know if it resonates, Sagittarius. Congratulations. You may got somebody new coming into your life if you haven't met them already. If they've come into your life, let me know. I wanna know about it. All right. Money and career, Saggy Wadgies. Of course, if you're at the house, Saggy, and you saying, "I don't wanna deal with no people," then of course you ain't gonna meet nobody. But I'm talking to the ones that's dating. Yeah, like Local Poochie saying she's staying away from people. So it may take a little while for Local Poochie to meet her person. But for those ready, it's coming. What about money and career for July 5th through July 12th, 2026? King of Pentacles in the reverse, the Death in reverse, and the Knight of Cups. I think you're getting back to your passions, getting back to things you love to do. This is a very selfish season for you, being focused on the goals and the things you want to try to obtain or work on. I feel like a lot of you Sagittarius are just doing a lot of me time type stuff and you just want your space. Even if you are dating, I think you're valuing your independence and your solitude. And you're going to see the benefits where your money is going to have a lot more growth and your sense of security and stability will increase because you're not putting so much focus on your love life. Even those of you that are going to meet this new person, I can still tell you're taking a lot of priority on you. Like this is your time to shine. This is your season to focus on your goals and what you want to accomplish. And I think that's important. Yeah, you're in a very powerful space. A lot of you guys are manifesting the life that you deserve. And I feel like that's amazing. And that is a part of the, transformation experience. Because if this is something from your past, like we talked about, that old raggedy, crusty rump that you're trying to get over, this is kind of like divine karmic justice of you seeing an influx in growth, stability, happiness, joy. So, yeah, keep going. You got this. This is a good week for you. This is a good week for you. Some of you guys may also be starting to date too. I get that for some of you. If not this week, by next week with the Knight of Cups, or at least getting into your passions. So, whatever that means to you. All right. I like the focus, Austin. I love it. Capricorns are next. Sanrio says, "Yep, resonates for her." Locapucci, I can't with you. I love you, boo. You a mess. Locapucci, man, that's my girl. You're welcome. Capricorn, you're up. Ruth Noble, you haven't missed Aquarius. We're going to do Aquarius in just a second. Locapucci says, "Good read, Mika, on point." Awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Sagittarius. Sorry, it just your person, like, mm, that person got on my nerves. I'm sorry, Sagittarius, that I had to keep pausing during your reading. They got on my nerves. Here we go, Capricorns. See, Mrs. is still in the building. That's what's up. Veronica's here. Mama Lisa is still here. Allison says, "Yeah, I'm telling you, I dealt with her loose screws." Yeah, something wrong with that person, man. I told y'all, I wasn't lying. They're little loony, little Looney Tune. Ruth says, "You're so beautiful." Thank you so much, Ruth. I appreciate it. Thank you, boo. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What can Capricorns expect in their love life for the week of July 5th through July 12th, 2026? The Sun. Nice. Six of Cups. Queen of Cups in the reverse. Underneath the deck, Six of Pentacles in reverse, Magician in reverse, and the Four of Cups in reverse. All right. Somebody from your past is kind of regretting some decisions they may have made involving you and the connection, and things are starting to come to light very crystal clear for them. So, if you do resonate with this reading, there could have been a lot of things you and this person talked about, what you needed, what you wanted out of the experience, and this person didn't listen and all of that. And I think there was a very firm boundary that you put in place concerning this person. They are very codependent on you. They can't really do a lot of stuff on their own. When I'm talking about codependent, for a lot of you, it's the emotional support, it's the security, it's the peace, it's the love, the things you provided them. And by any means, whatever they have to do to force themselves to get out of their own way to try to earn your love and affection back, that's what they're willing to do, even if they got to lie and deceive and manipulate. This is someone who wants to really start feeling good again, really start feeling connected to you emotionally again. They don't want this disconnect. You guys have a lot of history here with the Six of Cups, but I think you've been patiently waiting on this person to apologize, and they may have taken too long. Yeah. Some of you guys, Capricorns, have been truly, I would say, missing them. But at the same time, this person makes you very, very sad, very unhappy, makes you feel unstable. So the truth is, as much as you do like them, as much as you do miss them, you can't continue to self sabotage your own happiness for this person to be happy. And I think that's what was happening. You were doing everything you can to make them happy, but you were not feeling satisfied or happy. What is this person's intentions? Don't click off, Capricorn. We're gonna see if there's new love coming your way. They're choosing to like talk to you, communicating with you, wanting a fresh new start. They want things to go back to the way they used to be. They want your forgiveness. They really do see, the benefits of your worth and value and how much you do stand out from the rest. meaning if they have explored other options, it's not the same experience. Because love is something that can be duplicated. It either is or it isn't. And when you find someone who gives you real, true, authentic love, you can't just go out and see a big old booty, a sexy man, or what have you, whatever you're into, and think that person's going to love you. It just doesn't work that way. And this person had to experience losing you or go on this break with you for them to realize, wow, like nobody does it like Capricorn does it. So that's why they're inspired to come back for sure. Despite you missing this person, I just really believe this person stresses you out so much. And it's because of the pressure that you've put on the expectations of what this person needs to become, but they're just not becoming it. And I think there's a valuable lesson about that Capricorn that no matter how much you want this person to be a certain thing or show up a certain way, they have to want that for themselves. And they were just not ready for what you were ready for. Thus, it was stressing you out. You were putting a little bit too much hope, too much faith into something that this person wasn't equipped to give you right now. And even now in this moment, this is someone that's going to depend a lot on you to make them feel comfortable. They're just not at your level, just not at this level. Lana Rose says, woo, dead on. That's right. Miss Aqua says, so accurate. She has Venus in Capricorn. And Kimberly says, resonates with me 100%. You could be dealing with a Leo, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Sagittarius is here also. Let me know if it resonates. Let's look at new love now. Sheila says, so accurate, Mika. Cool. A lot to unpack there, you know? If you guys are new here, welcome. Don't forget to double tap your screen, guys. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, y'all, where you are going to experience a real tarot reader. All right. Giving you some real life spiritual advice and guidance and support. Thank you for being here. And thank you for the love for those that are hanging with us tonight on this Sunday evening. Now, what about Capricorn encountering any new love for the week of July 5th through July 12th, 2026? Is that possible for Capricorn spirit? We have the Five of Cups in the reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, the Queen of Pentacles. Underneath the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse with the Temperance in the reverse. You're not going to really be feeling this new person because it's going to feel like they're not again at the level that you need them to be. So for a lot of you may feel like this is a repeated cycle of your ex just in different form where you're finding yourself attracting people that are just not where they need to be. This person wishes they were though. I think they are also someone who is very codependent, um, which is very similar to the ex situation that's coming through in your reading today. If this person could be honest, they would just hope that you would give them a chance. But your energy is saying, absolutely not, Mika. I learned my lesson. I went through this with my ex, where people come in, they see my success, they see my worth and my value, and feel like it's a payday or it's a opportunity for them to just take advantage of what I bring to the table. And I'm hearing you bring the whole table, and this person brings breadcrumbs. So you feel more, enticed to keep your options open. I don't think you're going to put all your eggs in the basket of this new opportunity presented to you just because you feel like, yeah, I've been here before. It's way too familiar. For some of you, it could be someone you already know, but it could also be someone new. So with the star, I think a lot of you Capricorns may just put a lot of more priority on healing from the past. Still dating if you are dating, but just not finding your person this week, okay? And you demand a lot of respect. And if that requires you to just spend some time alone to build your confidence up and get to the level that you need to feel confident to let someone come into your world that will respect you, that's what you're going to do. I'm also getting some of you Capricorns are just not going to be dating. You just don't feel ready. You may just say, I'll go out there when I feel like it, especially with the hermit here. Some of you guys can be just recharging your battery and just healing and doing your thing. And that's okay, whatever that means for you. It's a healing is a nonlinear process, and some people take longer than others. And even if you are dating, it doesn't necessarily mean, you're going to find your person tomorrow. And that's fair. Just know that's okay. This new person could be a fixed sign, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius. I'm also getting Sagittarius, Capricorn, Virgo, Scorpio, okay, and Gemini and Libra. Okay, could be anybody. Let's look at money now. So what can Capricorn expect in their money and career spirit for the week of July 5th through July 12th, 2026? Six of Cups. The King of Cups in the reverse with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. You know, I feel like your money is not the issue. I think it's just your broken heart. I think, you are on a journey of self development, self improvement, getting yourself where you want to be. And you're using work for some of you guys as an outlet, as kind of like a vice to kind of take your mind off of things surrounding your love life. Thanks, Veronica, for the jewel boo. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, with the moon, I think you guys are still thinking about this King of Wands, the person in and out of your life. A lot of you guys are putting a lot of focus on, just kind of recovering from that. I can also tell that, if you were married to this ex of yours or this toxic person, it may have impacted your sense of security and stability. And so you're just really just like, hey, I just rather just put a lot of time and emphasis on that. And I don't see like your money is hurting. I just feel like you're just prioritizing it in some way to kind of help, with creating more abundance in your life. Not to say you need it. A lot of you Capricorns are doing okay. And for those of you that may not be in the best financial position, it just helps the situation a little bit better. Because it's a transition time for a lot of you Capricorns. You're still, like I say, getting over the ending from the last relationship. All right. Let me know if it resonates, Capricorn. That's what I have for you, Capricorn. You usually don't have any bad news money. I don't know why, but you just usually don't as a collective. Lisa says, "Yep, the money is all that matters." I know that's right. But don't give up on love. I think a lot of you Capricorns need to know that love is possible. And I feel like eventually, when you're ready, You'll find your person. Veronica says, yes, reading does resonate. Thank you again, Veronica, for the jewel. Aquarius is next. Aqua Gang. Aquarius, where you at? Hey, Blue Aqua. Blue Aqua says, hey, Mika, appreciate the personal reading on Friday. I kept the advice card message you gave me on your home screen. Oh, really? Oh, wow. That's cool. Yes, keep going. Keep going. Yes, I love that. Yes, I really enjoyed our session. I really did. Thank you, Blue Aqua. Thank you so much for trusting me to be a part of your journey. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. All right, here we go, Aquarius. Here come Haley with the stars. Aqua Gang. All right, let's do it, guys. I'm on fumes, y'all. I'm pushing through. Aqua, you know how it is when you just be like, look alive, look alive. I'm looking alive. I had 3 video calls today, Aquarius, plus personals, plus my collective I did earlier. I have the link to the collective down in the, description box below in the comments, but, your girl has fumes. Last 2 signs, though, last 2 signs. Let's do it, Aquarius. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aquarius. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What can Aquarius expect in their love life for the week of July 5th through July 12th, 2026? We have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Judgment in the reverse. Four of Swords in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Seven of Cups in reverse, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and the King of Cups in the reverse. Okay. You're the one that got away. Yeah. You're the one that got away. And they're stressed out about that. They feel like no one compares to you. And they're very sad and stressed, exhausted, burnt out. They fantasize about the day that maybe you guys can recover and fix and repair this relationship because they haven't found true happiness ever since the day you guys have been apart. They put so much worth and value on who you are and what you've done for them. That's a fact. But maybe when you guys were together, you may have experienced someone that was mishandling you, mistreating you. And that's what's making this person feel a bit worried and stressed. So now it's like a almost like an epiphany moment where they're really evaluating things and saying, I'm disappointed in myself that I messed this up. I'm disappointed in myself that I took things too far. I mean, I didn't like certain things Aquarius did, and I may have pushed Aquarius away to teach Aquarius a lesson. But my goal was not to totally push Aquarius out the door. That was not my goal. So they're stressed because they're feeling stuck. They can't decide what to do, how to fix this. They're losing hope. They feel like you don't love them anymore, Aquarius. They feel like you don't feel the same way about them. You're showing up as the Queen of Cups in the reverse, according to this person. So that tells me that, you're putting a priority on your self love and your self care. You used to really take care of this person, though. You used to make them comfortable and make them feel at peace. Those days are gone. And if you were to be completely honest with yourself, Aquarius, your energy with the judgment in the reverse, the Eight of Cups in reverse, the King of Swords in reverse, you would be lying to yourself. Definitely lying to yourself to say you don't care. A lot of times people say Aquarius is cold, Aquarius is mean, Aquarius doesn't have any feelings. Yes, you do. We're the water bearers, and water represents emotions. We just carry it deep within us, and only a select few see it come to the surface. People we trust. So, somewhere deep within your spirit, you feel like you just got to drop the soul tie because it's become quite a very toxic relationship, you and this person. It's not healthy. It's not something that is what I would identify as a good experience for you. Many of you guys look at this person as someone that just can't be trusted. Like you look at them as being the devil, very low vibrational, have a lot of issues. And you got to detach. You got to stop investing in feeding the monster. But it sucks because, again, you got that feeling on the inside. So you tell yourself, no, 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 don't go back. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Not good for you. Stop. Don't do it. Don't do it. And you just say, I give up. I got you. Cut my losses, walk. But there's still pain associated with this for you, Aquarius, especially for some of you being triggered when this person tries to reconcile, reach out, because I feel for some of you, they may have done this recently or they will eventually be reaching out, trying to make amends with you before you totally have lost all emotion. Because according to them, they feel like there's somewhere within you that still has a little bit of love in your heart form left. You just don't feel the same way you used to, but you may still have something there. What is this past person's intentions with Aquarius? And we're going to see if there's new love, Aquarius. So just hang tight. What is this person's intentions moving forward with Aquarius? We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse and the Knight of Swords and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. They're going to like come to you when they feel like there's no options left, when there's no other possibility that they can find someone else. That's when they're going to say, okay, I don't want to fight. I don't want to argue with you, Aquarius. You're right. I'm wrong. I don't want to accept defeat. I don't want the, okay, all right. And it takes a lot out of them to get to that point, though, Aquarius, of saying, you're right, I'm wrong. They don't really feel that way, by the way. They don't really feel that. That's a bunch of baloney. They're just saying that because they don't want to have no options. They're stressed. Stressed because they're stuck. Yeah. The King of Cups in the reverse speaks of someone who is very emotionally manipulative. Hear me. They will emotionally manipulate their way back into your life. They know the words. They know the game. They know the swag. Or for fellas watching, they know how to seduce you. Hey, daddy. Right. You better tell them to get them fingers back. Back it up. Not today, Satan. Back it up. Whatever they have to do, even if it's low vibrational and it's not authentic and it's manipulation, whatever they have to do, Aquarius, to get you to drop your guard so you can drop them draws. That's what they're going to do. Literally and figuratively. Okay. All right. They can be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Pisces. All right. Let's see if new love is coming your way, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be any of those signs. That's just the energy coming through predominantly. Haley says, yep, blocked, blocked, blockity, block, block, blocked. Ah, Ruth said last time her person brought her alcohol. So yeah, trying to get you to drop your trying to get you to drop your guard, get you a little loose so you can drop them draws. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was gonna do. He knew. Stick a move, baby. Stick a move. Stick a move, baby. Stick a move. Ooh, ain't no sense, man. These fools out here, man, they be doing the most. All right, here we go. New love Aquarius. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aquariuses that may be encountering new love. Will Aquarius person be able to find someone new for the week of July 5th through July 12th, 2026? What does new love look like for Aquarius spirit? Hierophant in the reverse. Chariot, the hangman in the reverse. Underneath the D. Underneath the D? Y'all, I need to go take a nap. Y'all put me in timeout. Y'all just go to sleep underneath the D. Wow. Underneath the deck, the magician in reverse and the page of pentacles. Underneath the D. Underneath the D. Let's see what's underneath the D. I'm sorry, y'all. No sense. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me get serious. I'm sorry. Uh, I needed time out. I need a nap, y'all. I'm going to bed after this. I'm going to bed. I promise you I'm going to bed. I'm tired. Um, this ain't gonna work for you, Aquarius. Whoever this fool is, they are somebody who is stalling. They're stalling. And I think it has a lot to do with you guys just not really aligning to values and standards. Y'all just want two different things. I think this is someone who is more into something more sexual based, something more exciting and fun. They are attracted to you. That's valid. They are. But if you're looking for something that's committed or something real or something solid, they're going to be like, hold that thought. They need a little bit more time to see if they want that. This could be somebody that's like a person that's prone to like sadness, loss, depression, um, anger, like their emotions. I don't know what's going on with this person. They can also be focusing on their past. I don't know what's wrong with this person. I don't know what's wrong with. I don't know what the issue is. I don't know what it is. Yeah, they're focusing on like this empress, this other person from their past that's not working with them, and they're like trying to see. As it feels like a stall energy where like somebody's just coming in to see where this relationship can go. If it goes in their favor with you, they'll go towards you. If things don't go in their favor with you, then they're probably consider going back to their ex, something like that. This is not everybody's reading, by the way. This is for those Aquarius that are single, that's meeting somebody new this week. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you, Aquarius, with this chariot to the Queen of Cups and the reverse to the Queen of Pentacles, you're not interested anyway. I think a lot of you guys are just not ready for a relationship anyway. It's too risky, too much work, too much of a burden. I don't know if it's what this person says or does, or if you just personally feel that way. So, because you may just get a bad vibe from this person, or you just feel like you're just not in the mood, it just doesn't go anywhere. It just doesn't go anywhere. Yeah. I think a lot of you guys just misjudge this person. When you do meet them, you're going to think that they are an emperor, somebody that's loyal, that's ready for commitment, no matter the gender, male or female. They can be a feminine. That's just very, dependable, a leader, have a lot of stuff going for themselves. When you find out that this person's not ready for commitment, they're just coming in probably for a little bit of fun or something. So yeah, it's exhausting and you're like, "You know what? I'm done with it, Mika. I got you. All right." They can be a Pisces, a Cancer, a Libra, a Virgo, an Aquarius, Capricorn, Sagittarius. Could be anybody. Some of y'all may have already met this person, by the way. It's a new person besides the ex, and you were like, "Kapooey, no, I don't want it." Hello, hello. All right, Aquarius, money and career now. I think as a collective, though, Aquarius, many of you guys just don't really want a relationship right now anyway. So it just doesn't matter. But for those that are dating, you're just not satisfied with what you're experiencing this week. And that's okay. Just keep going. Keep your head up. Hey, Mr. Bear. Ruth says exactly, Mika, exactly. So what about Aquarius's money and career? What can Aquarius expect in their money and career for the week of July 5th through July 12th? Three of Cups, Seven of Swords in reverse, Judgment. Be careful of people around you that may not have your best interests at heart, Aquarius. This can be people in the workplace, this can be family, friends, whatever. Like, be careful of the company you keep. All right. Yeah, this can be family, friends, people that you think have your back, but they don't. Yeah, don't be so generous to these people. So I think this week, like, keep your coins to your chest. Sometimes Aquarius, you can be very generous and very kind, want to help friends, family, loved ones, or, if you have a relationship, want to help your person out. It's something about people in your energy that may be taking advantage of you. So be careful. And this can be in the form of actual money. This can be your energy. This can be your time. This can be your efforts. Like, just be very, very careful with that. Yeah, to avoid a disaster. This is like a warning to avoid a disaster with this situation. Ruth says, "Yeah, I'm done with being an ATM." Yeah, whatever it is. I think there's some of you guys that really truly have a problem with just being a really kind person, and it sucks because when you're a kind person, sometimes people can take advantage of it. They can take your kindness for weakness. And what people don't know about Aquarius is when you really love somebody, you're going to give them the shirt off your back. You may be starving to death. You're going to make sure your kids, your family, your friends, everybody's taken care of, and then you just kind of put yourself last. And so, yeah, exactly, Ruth. It's like a problem saying no for Aquarius sometimes. We just have that issue, and I get it. So, this is like kind of saying be careful with that because you may have people that take all of that for granted. Okay. Be careful because it will affect your finances for some of you. That's why it's in the money reading. Here we go. We have Pisces next. Before we get to the last and final sign of the evening, I want to say thank you. Thank you to all of those that have hung out with us this evening. It means the world to me. I'm so glad you're here. For those of you that missed my collective reading that I did earlier today, remember there is a link down in the description box below. I also will have a link to that collective reading in the comments below. Also, if you missed any of your signs, any of your sun, moon, rising, or signs, sun, moon, rising, or Venus signs in today's reading on this all signs reading, come back, save this video, come back in about 20 minutes or so. You'll see there's a timestamp for every single portion of today's reading. Thank you once again for being here. Thank you to our amazing mods. Thank you to Mama Lisa for holding it down. Thank you for Fame Frenzy popping on in toward the end. Thank you to all of my supporters that continue to support the channel. I appreciate you all. Let's end things tonight with Pisces. Spirit, Tell me a little bit about Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energy surrounding Pisces love life for the week of July 5th through July 12th, 2026? Chariot. We have the Nine of Wands in the reverse, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. Underneath the deck, we have the Two of Swords in the reverse and the Fool in the reverse with the Four of Swords. Okay, well, Imma tell you, this is definitely someone, Pisces, who's definitely wanted to come towards you full force, and they really wanna be very generous. You know, they wanna set a really good impression because this could be someone who you've given up on, and they don't want you to totally give up on them, okay? So here they come. They can be traveling towards you from a distance. They could be messaging you. They could be knocking at your door, whatever, driving towards you. I don't know. It's going to look different for all of you. Whatever it is, they're going to tell you, I want to fix and repair the relationship. I want to come out of hiding and I want to see if there is a possibility we can work on this. Now, even though this person is coming forward with all this very intentional force, and determination because the emperor does drive the chariot here. I wonder how long this energy lasts because it seems very legit with the chariot clarifying that got the 10 of pentacles. They seem like there's someone that's very focused on establishing a stable long-term committed relationship with you. But they're also very scared, okay? And I think the fear is stemming from your energy. You're coming across a little bit less interested these days. With the 9 of wands in reverse, the devil in reverse, and 3 of cups, it's like, leave me alone. I'm minding my own business. I'm moving on from this because you feel like you were the one doing way too much, giving this person way too many benefits without them deserving it. You may have even called this person out on this. Like, listen, when are you going to give me a return on my investment? I've done this, I've done that, I've done this. When are you going to show up for me? I think it really took this person time to lose you for them to recognize that you were not playing. Like when you threaten them, like, I'm going to leave if you don't step your game up, and you actually left, they're like, oh, snap, I got to do something. I got to do something. So having a new start is going to be very difficult for you with them because you don't trust them. And now, instead of putting this person as a priority in your life to try to see if they can love you, I'm getting a lot of you Pisces are rising up to love yourself a lot more and not allowing this person to dictate your happiness. You're creating a happiness for yourself. And it took you a while to get there. And I think it just took time for you to figure it out to see that this is someone who will definitely, I'm getting love bomb you, or, really is a page, but then they'll dress themselves up in all this armor and all this hoopla to make themselves feel grander and greater than they really are. The truth is, they don't know where this is going to go. They lack a lot of confidence and follow through. That's why I say I wonder how long this is going to last. What is their intentions? Let's see. 7 of Wands and the Knight of Cups in reverse. Secretly, this person will definitely still keep their options open. They don't plan to let that go. This could be someone who is secretly keeping another third party, another person, a third party in the background that they have an off and on relationship with. Okay. So when things are not working out with that person, here they come to you. And then when things are not working with you, they go to this person. It's a toxic connection, by the way. I don't think they really see any real value in this third party, but it's for entertainment purposes. It's something. They can't be alone. And I think right now in this season, this Queen of Wands has rejected your person for whatever reason, probably because they're a player. And here they come to you. Nobody got time for this. Nobody got time for this. So, yeah, this is why you don't trust this person. This person definitely drains your energy with the Empress in reverse. You have a lot of worth, a lot of value, Pisces, as the Empress, but when you're around this energy, it just brings your frequency and your vibration down. It almost makes this person, it almost is like this person is bringing your sense of worth and value to the ground when really you are way, way better than this. You deserve better than this, truly. And I think you're starting to realize that now. So let's see if there's new love though. Let's see if there's anybody else. FK says, yes, spot on. Yes, they're insecure too. Yeah. Not a good match. You guys are just definitely not a match, Pisces. And this was one of those situations I feel like was being forced to fit when it just wasn't working. Be careful. What about new love for Pisces? Any new love coming towards Pisces for the week of July 5th through July 12th, 2026? We have the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. Underneath the deck, we have the Queen of Swords in the reverse and the Judgment in the reverse with the Six of Cups in the reverse. You do have someone that would love to extend an offer to you, okay? But I think this is someone who is still harnessing a little bit of pain from their past. They're not going to let that get in the way of trying to get to know you, establish a relationship with you, and a connection. But there is a part of them that is just not 100% confident that they can give you an offer right now in this moment. So it feels fresh, it feels new. It feels like someone that's just trying to just see where this relationship goes. They secretly don't really have any set outcome plans yet because it's new. They want to just kind of, you know, um, get to know you and such. One of the biggest painful experiences this person is probably not going to openly talk to you about is getting their heart broken by the past. All right. And they may be looking for someone to kind of help them get over their ex. But for you, this energy is a bit of a turnoff because you feel like this is a lot of work. You feel like this person may be coming to take advantage of you. Something about them just feels off for you. Chevy says, yeah, Mika, you're right. It definitely did feel like rebound vibes. And that's what it is. I hate to say it, I try to walk on caution with Pisces because I get a lot of flack from Pisces in the comments, and I don't know what that's about. But I really try to be careful with my words because a lot of Pisces really say stuff, and I don't know where it's coming from. I'm just saying the message. So thank you, because that's what they're going to say. They're treating you like a rebound. That's what it is, and it's a turnoff for you because it feels very similar to the pain of what you're trying to get over from your ex. So you don't need that extra baggage and drama. You need someone coming in fresh. You need someone healed. You need somebody that is ready for what you're ready for. So yeah, because you guys don't have the same values and standards, I think you're going to kind of sneak away from this. You feel like you'll be selling yourself short dating someone who doesn't have the same goals or outcomes you do, which is true. You shouldn't settle. What is this new person's intentions with Pisces? So I think this is going to be shortly lived, by the way. That's probably why I didn't show up in your energy because you don't get enough you don't get enough traction and you don't get any real tie to it. And for the Pisces that get mad about my readings and say, "You don't talk about new love." It's because a lot of you guys don't get a soul tie attached to a new person as a collective enough to where it's coming in the reading. We have the 2 of swords and the temperance. So they don't know what they want, and they need your patience, Pisces. I don't know exactly what I want out of this connection with Pisces, so my intentions are quite unclear, but I'm hoping for the best, and that's all they can give you. Yeah, and they're gonna be stuck in this for a very long time. So you know this is your reading because you're gonna feel strung along. You'll probably if you're one of the Pisces that stay in it because you're hoping to get some information or more, you're not going to see a lot of growth here with this situation. This is something that's going to go as long in the dating phase that you allow it. My rule of thumb always on this channel is give a person 3 months. Within a 3 months time frame, if they don't give you a honest, committed relationship, it's time to walk. It's time to leave. And so that's fair because there's no reason why someone should not know a full grown up should know what they want within 3 months. Period. Some of y'all is not even going to take that long and you're going to see it a mile away because Pisces, you're very intuitive. You see right through the crap. You're going to pick up that something's off. Listen to your intuition. It is. This person is treating like a rebound. That's what it is. This new person could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Aries, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Okay. Yep. Any of those signs will be it. And also got Capricorn. Let me know if it resonates. Let's look at money and career now, Pisces. Thank you, Chevy, for your insight and sharing your story. I appreciate it. So, Spirit, tell me about Pisces money and career for the week of July 5th through July 12th, 2026. What can Pisces expect in their money and career? We have the King of Cups, the Seven of Swords, the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Be careful with being greedy. Also, be careful with doing things illegally. Scammers. Some of y'all doing some illegal activities. Be careful with that. That's not for all of you, by the way. That's just for a select few that need to hear that message. Be careful. Um, if you're not a scammer or you're not doing anything illegal with money, I think this is saying follow your passions instead of doing stuff for the money. Like some of you guys may be trying to decide or be presented with something That sounds very lucrative, but it may not be the most responsible decision. And this is like spirit saying you need to take the responsible route because slow and steady wins the race to getting you to the type of financial freedom and stability that you want to seek. So don't cut corners, whatever that means. Y'all know what I'm talking about for those that resonate with it. Because if you do, people are going to be watching. Okay. So that's for the scammers out there or the people that's doing illegal stuff. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just putting you on game. Or people that's doing stuff shorthand, doing things the wrong way. Like, just be careful. And also for those that are trying to get quick money, like get rich quick scheme or trying to get loans to help pay for debt, like doing stuff to do it the fast. There is no fast way. You just have to do it the right way. All right. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Thank you again so much for coming. And thank you for your patience. We'll have everything timestamped for you. Sorry for the slight technical difficulty, guys, especially for the Scorpio read. We'll have everything timestamped, including the two timestamps for Scorpio. So that way you don't have to be totally interrupted during your reading. But the good thing is you didn't miss much. You guys caught it. Thank you guys for letting me know that the audio went out at that time. And if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. That is such an important step. Hit that notification bell, guys, so you don't miss when I go live again. Also, if you missed that collective reading, check it out. Links down in the description box below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care of yourself. Much love.